All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the CS2 Auxiliary Tryouts. Today, we're going to have two best of threes. This is going to be basically a show match with the best that the Navy has to offer for the Counter-Strike teams. We are here to just assess the skill level and see who the new members of the CS2 Aux team are going to be. So it should be some really close games here. We had Alice One Shepherd here who set up the teams, so it should be really close games. And we're coming to you live already. We are already in the game, so we're going to go into the straight hot.
First round starting right now, or knife round starting right now.
Yes, sir. And the game is not showing all of a sudden. Chat. It was literally working a second ago. Maybe we got to go back to full screen, I guess.
Yeah, I think full screen window.
Yeah, there it is. Like I said, it has to stay full screen. And let's get the audio up.
Do 240 hertz since we have to do that then. Just make it look nice.
It's going to make us glitch out for a second. Chat, we're changing some settings. Don't worry, we got it under control. We also need to hold up chat so we can see what you guys are saying to us. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Everything should be good to go.
There we go.
All right. Pistol round has started. Let's see what the setup is here. So what are the two teams? If you want to go over that.
We got Gidunk and we got Mid Rats.
Okay, FJRRK spots 4 Rat Cat. Breaks his foot while he's jumping away. Shot is a little shaky.
Strong push from Cat though. We got a slow lurk in the middle one.
40K doing a good job of baiting up shots. It's a big pick as well. Right with the one tap. It's a 1v1 in sight.
1v1.
Oh, Envy takes it.
Envy.
Great round. So some of the observer buttons are not working for some reason. It's kind of annoying. I guess we can only watch 4 of the players. I guess I'm just going to have to click. Chat, we're going to have to click. CS wants to make my observing job harder. Alright, we're going to click.
Config got a scout. Looks like they're forcing up on this.
Does he hit the smoke? Let's see.
He's
going for the door smoke. No follow-up with the door smoke on the B, though. Smoke out the doors, but they don't commit to the site hit.
Smoke hit.
Cat. 1K getting blocked by his teammate. Gets picked by an MP9 from Cat. AK to MP9 on Cat. That's a big pick. Config with the trade, though.
Config starting strong.
Okay, FJRRK on Cat. Lost his teammate From, who got the pick into lower. T's are looking to take mid control. This is a good reaction.
Smoke.
Do they read Flare? Flare missing everything. Whoa. Riot with a scout. So 1v2, but it's very doable, especially if he finds his player config. He hears the running. Does he see config rips him? That was a bit of a scary round out of the T's, but they made it work in the end. Where is CRN? I am here. I'm casting. I am now playing Warzone. I do not play Counter-Strike anymore, unfortunately.
We got a force out of only Flare on.
This is Div. Does he read this? Let's see if he gets the proper timing to hold the smoke. They don't commit to the smoke. It's an eco round, so I wouldn't have been opposed to them trying to push the smoke, but Div probably would have shredded 4 of them down. So. Probably not a good idea.
T's also didn't notice that nobody crossed the B.
This is over. I have to click. Kind of annoying.
Slow work up Cat into the stack though. Bomb is dropped outside the doors. Picks it up.
You see Riot with a pick on the 250, however. Oh, that's a great shot from Riot. Dave trying to walk up Cat. He's trying to walk down. That's the Babs. Dave was long. Okay.
Dave with the late lurk.
Some like very slow movement out of some of the T players. This doesn't know where to look. Standing on top of his teammate.
Exert on Cat with a deagle only.
POV, exert, yeah. Nice shot from Div.
Down by Div. He's gonna put in some work on Warzone.
Yep. Alright, let's see if the CTs can start picking up some rounds here. Dust 2, I would say, is a pretty even map. It's not really too heavily CT or G-sided. It can go pretty much both ways. It's probably one of the only maps in the map pool, I think, that's like that.
The hop bio. Right. Taking along with it. Front of you in middle.
Alright, to the opposite.
Close to the spam.
Making it very well known that he's offing mid.
Flash.
Great flash. He heard a step on Cat. Let's see if he comes at his teammates. Is there a reaction to Cat?
Spam there from Babs on mid doors. Almost lined up on him.
Flair's really disciplined not to swing this thing. As I say that, he slowly clears it. He doesn't commit to the push, though. This is good.
He's taking space without really over-committing.
This is what you want to see from a solo site anchor, though.
Oh,
especially pushing
no
this
scope
long.
wallbang through mid doors.
Yeah, that's kind
By
of crazy.
Riot.
Uh-oh, the timing. Your teammate has Cat, so you don't need to turn around. Hopefully that doesn't mess him up.
Are they gonna dry peek this, or are they gonna use utility to come out from config?
I'm sure the T's think they have a timing, so they'll probably walk out. I know Div asks for flashes. No, he drops them, but doesn't use them. Wow,
Wins
that's
the
a
fight.
huge kill from config to win that fight. Try taking the angle. We have someone on site, prone here, on the A ramp, double molly. He knows two are there. Oh, okay.
He missed a Kuma with 2 picks.
Tough round from the CTs. Flair, a bit of a mistake there. He had great positioning on the long push-up, and then he decides to like walk back towards site and check Cat when his teammate's already holding it. Bit of a mistake there because he lost his positioning. He was able to reposition back in a pit, but he still gets instantly picked by config on the walkout. He stayed like closed doors. I think he would have had a free kill off the off-angle angles on the division. Alright, CTs are on another half buy. They need to start picking up some rounds here if they want to make this a close game.
It's a little bit of aggression outside mid doors. I got 2 people watching long doors.
Oh, it's a pushing tons. 40K is holding it. He hears the drop. Pro should hear the guy dropping. He knows there's a guy still close outside door. FJR gets 2 on Cat. Pro gets another pick in CT. Pushed up B tons. Let's see here. Config gets flashed out long.
CTs are pulling something together here.
Exert, flashing long. In a 4v2, they don't really need to commit to a fight here on long. The CTs should just be holding sight. They say that, but they're taking
Oh, config reads this. Oh.
Counter-terrorist. That was a great shot from the CTs.
That's great. It was a good 2-piece from Minas Akuma.
Yeah, that was the big 2-piece on Cat there. Kind of just broke open the round for them. So good on FJRK to, you know, make sure that round was going well. He has Jerk in his thing, so I'm just going to call him Jerk because that's way too many letters.
FJRK.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Div has an op now on T side.
So the CTs get a big eco round there, like a half buy, so they need to start building rounds off of that. If they win this round, they'll break the T economy and they'll be able to start snowballing some rounds. This is a very, very big round right here for the CTs. Let's see what Exer is doing here. Exer is trying to push up K, gets a smoke from his teammate. He's trying to play coast, but 40K's on the other side of the smoke. Let's see if he gets the proper timing. It looks like the T's are going to wait the smoke out, so he might be in trouble once the smoke fades. So ideally, he repositions prior to the smoke
Nice
fading.
pick from Riot. This is a great pop flash.
Okay, Flare takes his back. Pop flash, they hear it. 40K turns it. Yeah,
Great.
pop flash is not the greatest. Right, with a very aggressive push.
Aggressive.
This is a shot. He's stuck in the corner. Nice try by Riot. 3v3 situation. I definitely wouldn't push through doors like that. Definitely just hold an angle, but. Jerk. Jerk with a bunch of damage down mid. Shot's looking a little shaky. Gets traded out. No 1v2.
And I know
we have
exactly where he's
Chrome.
at.
They know where he's at. They're holding this. Time to give it. That's a great op shot. Ah, that was such a big round for the CTs.
A lot of these rounds have been close so far, though.
Man, why is everyone talking about this? Listen, we have Ellis1 Shepherd who took over the CS team. He's taken them to greatness. As you guys can see from the CS Aux Tryouts here, we have a lot of good players here that are coming onto the team. So we will, Navy will rise again. It'll be great.
Looks like hard aggression out of the tons here. Div slowly trying to work a pick here on Exert.
Okay.
Getting supported from window though, from Riot.
Very aggressive. Good follow-up by 40K though. Jerk spotting the cross.
Nice shot.
Questionable chow by 40K to take that fight. It's a 3v3 now.
Smoke missed doors.
Uh-oh. Turn around.
Pick on Flare.
Gosh. Pushing sight. It's 2! And they know where the last is. They need to stick the defuse immediately. And he has a kit.
He's
yeah,
going
this
up
round's
for
already
tons,
over.
yeah.
From, does he read the tons play? From with a huge streak. That retake is ridiculous.
That was crazy. Just open it up there. CTs can pull a few more rounds out here. Get it close for the half.
Scoreboard check. 4K. 11 and 6. Doing really well for the team. Jerk carrying. Exer at the bottom with Flare. Riot 6 and 6. From an 8 and 5 off of that last round. Config as well having a really good start to this game. Gets mollied off. Trying to have a good angle. Whoa. Yeah, spooked by his teammate. Hold the flash up, but doesn't throw the flash to his teammate.
Jerk watching the mid to B push here. Gets a pick on Babs, who's just running up with no help.
Flare sees the bomb on Cat. Gets taken by the molly, he doesn't. So they don't know that Div is not aware of how far pushed out this player is. Walks out to the molly.
Gets burned by the molly late.
Okay. Looking for the boost. Does Div read this?
Div's just gonna fall back and save.
He might not save. He's got 45 seconds to work with. He could find a timing here. I believe his first contact will be Exer on the car.
Could pick the op up for mid doors. Try to get a pick on car. Very clearable angle if he goes for it.
Opting for the save, which is probably the right play here. Exer might be overextending.
Yep. And he's gonna get picked.
Oh.
He tucks. Plays it smart. I lied. Never mind, chat.
All right, so that's a good 2 rounds in a row for the CT side to make this a lot closer at least. Make sure that the T's don't run away from it. The econ for the T side's looking pretty rough. They're just on the Div hero ops. Let's see if Div can make something happen this round. Where's he at? Flashing his teammates. Longbow 30. Blair gets 3. Let's see if Div can pick up the pieces here with the hero op. No, Blair gets 4.
Counter-terrorists win.
Little eco
frags
ace.
and an op kill. Not bad for Flair. I'd like to see more team play out of the T side. Like, they did get 5 rounds based off of just like pure gun skill, but there's no like team play whatsoever.
Yeah,
they're kind of just bashing their head on things.
Yeah, they're kind of just brute forcing it.
Yeah. Another eco round, so back-to-back eco rounds. Maybe they're wanting to get ops up.
Fracture highlight. Always got those. Yeah, I'd like to see maybe like them kind of do like a split cat, lower tons take. Try to get picks off of the aggression of the CTs. Because they've been getting picks late in the round off of them pushing lanes.
And this is that team play I was just talking about. This is really good for the teams to work together here. 5 mid on an eco round. Mid to B is a great play. Jerk gets 1 through the smoke. They just need to commit on the thing. They're slowing down outside doors. They just got to commit. The T's got nervous. They didn't full commit to the rush. 3 of them stopped by the smoke CT. Lollygagging. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I'd like for them to maybe have somebody come out upper tons there.
Yeah,
shoot
try to
from
finish
the
it.
back. Yeah. 10 rather than 5 go straight through middle.
Fair.
But it was more coordinated team play than what they have been doing.
All right, here. Let's see. Dust 2 is a very default heavy map, so what you want to see is a default spread into some type of reaction. You want to pull rotations on Dust 2 and have a reaction afterwards. So if you pull rotations towards mid, you take
Did with the early pick on
huge
Flair.
So they get a B player down. So you should, if you look at the map, the CT should be pulling an extra player towards mid, which you see. Number 5 rotates mid because they lose a B player. The mid player has to rotate to B. So this is exactly what you want to do T side. You're pulling rotations, and then you should be taking long here, ideally. But let's see, we have 3 lower tons. Mid control is pretty good as well.
Let's play out of extra though, because they have been a little aggressive through mid doors.
You see how they just left long because they lost their B player? So when you get a B pick, the normal reaction is to take long control because they have the other side of the map.
Yep.
So they should be walking out long. They did that a while ago. Huge, great reaction on CTs.
Doubling up cat was pretty big there. They needed to either take the long or take cat
You
control.
see, if the T's took long, like maybe 15 seconds earlier, they could have pinched the guys on cat, but they waited too long. So as soon as they got that B pick, when they hear the rotation towards mid, they should have immediately. They waited a little bit too long.
Div picked on cat by Frome.
Which should have been an easy sweep for the T side. It still might be, actually, based off these shots we have in the right and the 1v2.
No bombs down on cat if it was
calm. Yeah. Flashes. There's only 20 seconds left. I would have played for the bomb personally, but he lets them have it. He's going to have to play a retake now. He's stomping, so I believe the T's probably heard him rotating back towards cat. They're still going to have to watch both angles. Jump spotting the angles. That's a pick on 40k. That's a huge start.
Has kit, so he's got utility though.
The no scope.
He picked up a smoke.
Yeah, that's very big. Let's see where he places the smoke. The T's standing in the wide open ramp, but still picks him off. That's crazy.
Very close from right there.
Yeah.
Had the utility to get it done too.
T's were able to secure the round, even though the strat was a little sloppy, but it still worked out just based off of the gun skill, the T's that came out long and were able to pick up the round. A little bit of fumbling with the guns and the spawn here. A little bumping into bodies. missed the X factor.
Pick middle.
Goat.
Riot
Mid.
on config. He's going for that smoke spam. He's trying to break it open. See if he can.
I would have liked to see Riot go for like different positioning with the op instead of just opping mid every round.
Yeah, tried like maybe a fast cat. Or
Yeah. Long pick, tons of pick. Here's the flash. Oh, double pick. Oh my gosh. Get the third?
He should just back up here.
Yeah, definitely play his life.
Play your life. Don't lose a number here mid.
Player self
He
flashes
gets
out
another
long.
pick out mid.
Babs in a 1v5. 6-6 half. That was a great half, actually.
That was a
Very
good,
close.
good pullback from the CTs to even it up after going down 4-0.
Yes, sir. Let's go Flare. We got some Flare fans in the chat. That was a huge two-piece on Cat there. He got the perfect timing because they were about to
Yep.
wide swing him, but he
then-
swung first.
And then he swung again and got the third piece.
Yeah. All right. Observer is still jacked, so I gotta click. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of stuff. Chat. It's not my fault. The keyboard is not working. All right, we have a 3-man B setup. No, 2B with 1. Is this a read or is
They're
this
reading
just
the
a?
stack here.
If 1 gets a huge pick, should play his life. Play the crossfire. Okay, immediately swing window. Babs wide swinging from far instead of playing the crossfire. They've over swinging as well. They're still taking it.
Counter-terrorists win.
It's a clean sweep for the pistol. Only losing div.
I mean, that's just a clean round from the CTs. I don't know if that was a read. That was just a good call by whoever's calling to play 3 towards B. But the rush B pistol strat, that's like the 90% of the time. I guess that's an easy call to make because usually that's the
It's been the strat for 20 years.
yeah. That's usually you normal play that. Okay, we got a cat rush. This is actually a solid play. They have good timing. The long players aren't even reacting to this cat push. They're already up cat. Come on, observer. There we go. There's 2 up cat. Oh,
Over. Okay.
it's a good trade by
Flare
Flare.
trades it out. Cat long. Get flanked up cat.
Counter-terrorists win.
Good pinch from the CTs there as well.
Do you happen to know who's calling for these games? Or
If I had to guess who was calling right now, it's probably going to be Frome
for the
on the T side right now,
Okay.
and 40K for the CTs.
Okay. All right. So let's see what the break is here. We have a scout player mid, which is config. A heavy T side long kill. Great pick from Riot. That kill. Full blind. And the full. So one thing about Dust 2 is like you either commit to the long fight on CT side or you just get That's not how you want to see the long fight.
They got early pick there, long. That one smoke is pushing them all back out.
We
the
have a
top
player
mid.
ran up mid. Yeah, got a time on mid.
One tap by
It's
Flare.
ripped. Head ripped off. Alright, so this is going to be a very tough round for the CTs now. T's have more than half of the map control.
Config might get a pick up mid here on number 6. Nope, he's falling off the B now with the scout to look for the lurk out tons.
Might be a cat here. It's a great flash. It doesn't blind the cat. Still gets the pick anyways, though. Player close mid, 40k. It's 2v5 with his teammate config on B side. He hears this guy stomping lower. Does he get the pick? Oh,
Nice
config's
shot
got his
out of
cover.
config.
It's an AK. This is still a winnable round for the CTs. This is just a team display. Like, overswinging. Right, going back long. It's
Full,
good.
full
Good
utility
rotation.
bill out of config here. Nothing out of the T's to really hold sight.
We got a left-hand view model player.
There's quite a few of them. I think Div's
Really?
also one.
Gross. It's crazy. I'm literally left-handed and I hate the left-hand view model.
I can't use the left-handed view
It
model.
looks weird. Alright, that's a good round from the T's, though. Great round, I might say. That's a big pick out of Riot on the long peak. A misplay by the CTs to just have one player swing it. At the very minimum, you want to double fight long. So that at least that guy that gets picked while the T's blind can at least trade that kill. But they just send one guy down long and
Yep.
he gets killed and they just run away. Like, that's not team play at all. It's unfortunate.
CT's also had that smoke though that stopped their entire push.
Yeah.
So they just need to utilize utility a bit more.
Yeah. Observer just lock it on Flare. That's not fair to everyone else.
Yeah. Alright, let's
Got
watch
some real
Flare right
Flare
here.
fans.
Let's see what Flare does here. Right here.
Let's see what Flare. Let's hold the scoreboard. Flare is top frag. 15 and 10. He might be cooking. Frome gets a pick and lower.
First
Hold on,
pick.
we gotta see this cat fight real quick. This is a big fight right here. Okay, that's a
He's gonna get.
gotta shoot, brother. Come on. There you go. 30 health. Flare coming mid. Babs. What is Flare doing? Before chat freaks out at me. He's just holding long
Flare's
push
still
here.
holding the
Chat.
long door push.
We're not gonna watch that. Oh, Config has a huge flank on lower. Does he get good timing on this? He's one. Gets two. That's big. That's very big.
Fall off. Play numbers. No.
Three swings.
Over
though.
people.
Yeah. Flare's starting to activate towards long. No. It's just holding for the push.
He's a magnet to this spot. Almost a minute here.
Let's see. Top mid player is probably going towards cat, it looks like.
Getting good at timing on that long doors lurk though, because the guy that had pit control fell off and went all the way to goose.
Yeah, this is a scary round for the T's though, because they're walking in towards the tight stack. Babs gets the kill, but the other two CT players are on A site. If Mims gets this kill on cat,
Some shaky shots there.
40K gets the kill. They're still committing to the A push. They know there's two players here. Okay, now they turn around.
They got Molly and Flash to work with.
CTs are taking a very long time to react to this. They should be rotating B. They know that they're not coming towards A. Spots both. So they have info that both players just cross towards B. Riot with the overswing maybe? Maybe 40K gets the pick. He doesn't commit to the swing. That's good. You definitely don't want to swing that.
They have no utility to break sight here. He's had all the utility to hold them off. Swing out door.
Straight out of Riot. 8-8. Oh, this is close. These rounds are just scrap fest. I guess that's what you kind of have to expect when it comes to like a pickup, tryout kind of game.
Yeah.
Everyone just flexing their aim.
They're pretty good at evening them out, it seems like.
All right, scoreboard check here. We got Config, 40K, and Flare all on 15. Div on 12. Oh, Frome is also on 15. Riot and Jerk on 12 and 11. Not a bad
A little
start.
bit of aggression on mid. You got here's mid. Use the cover with the pick. Cover. Another.
Okay, this is a very questionable round out of the T's.
Jerk trades one out. Memes Akuma swings by himself. Gets picked by Riot. CTs are still pushing up here. They know they got bombed down top mid by the barrel.
He took a step, so the T knows it. Frome gets it.
Nice aggression there, Config. Honestly, out of a little eco save round, this isn't too bad out of the CTs. They got a lot of damage done. Config could even find one more. Body shot, I think, would still Riot.
Does the long smoke.
Bomb has been planted.
CT's almost had a really good start to the round. I mean, they did have a good start to the round, but they didn't take the space top mid. They kind of just like sat in the middle of mid, which exposed them to lower tons, and they're just exposed to literally everything. They get the 2 picks at the start of the round. They could either fall off and just play the numbers at that point, or they just full commit to the top mid push. Those guys were super low top mid.
Yeah, I think letting them get out there and get the bomb and
Yeah.
all of them peeking one by one kind of turned
Yeah.
a really good push into a bad push pretty quick.
Agreed. Util check 2 longs there.
Terrorists win.
That's facts.
Config saves the
Very
AK, has enough to buy for one of his teammates. Looks like for 40K, unless he decides to bring an op in and give it to Div,
Yeah.
which he did.
It's very common that anti-eco rounds is your T side. You just molly mid through suicide like the start of the round, so they can't just run up doors like that. But that molly was not thrown this round or that last round, so then you see rounds like that.
For an early long smoked off on the utility.
That's great util usage by Div. Beats the nade. He runs away. So the long player knows that he ran away.
Chrome peeks mid, dies. Nobody near him to trade. CTs are falling off and playing numbers. We haven't really seen this too much out of them. I'd like to see number 4 maybe walk into upper tons and get some space taken. Kind of holding close there to tons, but they're working up middle.
Pausing, standing in the molly is wild. Yeah. First guy in always runs through. Don't stop. It's the golden rule in the long take.
Jerk. Jerk's working up cat by himself.
The upper B players already threw tons. So this is a lot of info for the CT side.
This is what I wanted to see.
Riot is
Riot's
shooting. Does he read
does-
this?
he-
He might read this actually.
No.
Oh, he's
He
getting
looks
timing.
away just early.
But he walks forward, so he's not gonna get spotted. He backs up. Oh,
Timing. All right, good push out of there. Out of Babs.
You gotta be aware of that push though. If you have nobody towards upper B, you know that the CTs have so much map.
That's the second time he's had a good read and then just gives up on it.
Yeah. Exert with the pig top mid. He's in a 1v4 with 10 seconds. This is gonna have to be a save.
I want to see Exer get a little bit more involved. I feel like he's not really showing gun skill that I know he has.
Seems like he's playing more of a lurk role, but it's hard to lurk when your team is like getting picked early round 2. So I think the T's might need to revisit some type of like fast plays. I mean, that seems to be working in this kind of game. More team play. They have a heavy B spawn. Let's see what they do with it. All knives out towards B.
Yeah, a little MP7 rush it looks like.
Is that an MP7?
Yeah, but no armor buy out of Riot though. Riot
Oh man. This TT loves stopping me.
doesn't matter.
They're so scared to commit.
Counter-terrorist win.
Clean sweep out of the CT
Oh.
side. That was a questionable no armor buy out of Riot though. I don't know if he forgot to or just misclicked.
I have no idea. I hope that the players go back and watch the VOD though and like realize that, because sometimes when you're playing you don't realize how much you like don't commit to things, but when you stop in a smoke, how much that affects the rest of your team. It's a big deal. You can't be scared to just keep going.
And he was full blind. He was just full blind spraying the USP.
Yeah, he gets 3 kills, which should never happen from a rush like that. Armor and guns.
He's giving up a lot of mid control,
They hear the clock shoot, so they
knowing
know.
they're on eco. But a double hold here on Cap from 40k.
Oh, yep.
Babs takes some shots into the back of 40k. Falls off, gets the long. Smoke stops the entire T push. They're not wanting to commit again.
Exert with the
Exert,
interaction out long.
We got the upper tons push again from CT side, taking a lot of control.
Yeah. The T's do love giving up map control like that. That's like the 3rd time we did it.
To be upper tons guy doesn't help.
Did Gin run? Good job staying alive at Div.
Was that a 3-piece out of div?
It was a 3-piece. Alright, we need to see the T's get a better start to the round.
I want to see an early pick here out of Riot. Maybe peek mid doors if he has a good spawn for it. Looks like he jumped down suicide, trying to peek middle.
Right, is off.
Gets a pick.
Ripped.
There we go.
He pre-aimed the wrong angle, so it's really tough. Riot would in the op shot against Div. That's a big pick.
See, I
out of
like this.
Riot.
This is that default I was talking about like 10 rounds ago. 2
Yeah.
going into tons. They work up middle, try to get
See
cat
this, though?
control. A double push from CTs in the long doors though.
This is a really good reaction actually based off the CTs. If they actually take the commit to the push though is the thing. It's hard to know if you have the proper timing. They're probably thinking there's an operator like holding them from T-spawn or something, so can't blame them for not taking the push.
Here we go. Here's the mid to B. No mid to B smoke.
Whoa.
Drops off.
Yeah,
Gets picked.
very unaware of his mid being
And now they're doing the pinch on the B, and this should be a wrap. T should have this round very easy.
Babs is in a tough spot. Gets the first pick though. Well,
2 out of 5 Babs. Couldn't ask for more than that.
And the CTs finally push too long, and they're late on the mid take. It's right into Riot's angle. Riot with a huge round this round, actually.
Good flash on Riot down there.
1 to 2 out of every 100 CS players actually watch their own VODs. Proven stat line there. I think it might be even less than that. More. A lot of people hate watching their own gameplay. Exclamation point maps. The only map we have right now is the first one. We're doing maps. I guess we're doing it a little weird, but the maps will be banned per game. The first maps does too. We'll figure out the next map afterwards. I mean, that's a good round by the T's, though. It's a big pick by Riot to start the round off. And then it was a good reaction by the T's off of the pick to take mid control and then go mid B right away. Unfortunate that the Cat player is not aware that his mid's open. Yeah, the CT, and just gets picked for 3 and the round's just done by then at that point.
It was also good from T's. They kind of got up middle and then didn't make any noise, which caused him to drop.
Yeah, that's fair. Want a stack check from the chat. We got config on 20. Wow, okay. Flare on 16.
See, I like
Chrome
Babs
on
right
17.
there. Only has 10 kills, but he's second most damage on his team.
Yeah.
He's been
11 assists. Yeah, that's a lot.
Can you check utility?
Yeah, 1 second. It's Chrome. That's what. See, chat. That's how you do it, though. That is how you do it. That is what you do.
From playing.
If I were From, I would ask for some supporting flashes. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the team.
That's a perfect way to
That is how you take
execute
long.
from.
Babs in a rough spot. Good swing bags there. He reads the smoke, so he knows the guy's coming.
Yeah, I like that too. You're actually playing quick there. He's playing pretty slow.
Yeah.
The whole game. I want to see him go quicker.
Alright, Shepard asked for a stat. I mean, a util check. Let's check some util damage.
40k in div. Quite a bit
Yeah,
of the flash.
100 for Babs. I think he's the B anchor, right? So he's getting a ton of util damage. Same with Jerk. Almost 200 on his side. ADR, we got 95, 84 on Babs and config, and then
Honestly,
92.
some pretty good ADR out of everybody. Hector's going to be a little bit low because he has been just lurking a lot.
Yeah.
So, but I want to see him get active. I don't think the lurk's really working for him this game.
Yeah. So another great round from the T's. They're making this very close. I mean, 11-11. It doesn't get any closer than that unless we go into OT, which we would love to see, actually.
Yep. Textbook long entry from front.
Terrorists win.
The only issue is the CTs are loaded. They have so much money, so they will be able to buy up here full util, full kits, everything, and they'll be able to keep these rounds going because of the saves that they've been doing. Div sitting on 10k. He needs to drop a couple teammates so that they can buy up fully. But this should be a fully kitted out round by the CTs. Div has 7k still, so I'm not sure why he doesn't drop another player. He should have dropped Mims so that he could get full util, but it's all good. Let's see what happens here. Div switching it up on the CT side. He goes for the long pick at the start. Keys might be looking for a late long control. No, they're just trying to bait out some util, which they do. CT waste a HE on the long smoke here.
Let's see. If I was Div here, I would have went Cat. They've had a lot of lower control.
True.
I would have went and to ask for a boost for Cat for the lower pick, got the early pick, and then played numbers here. He rotates off. He's going Cat now. He might try to get this boost pick if he calms that to his teammate. He's getting ready to hop up.
Alright, this is just smoke. Now he can't line up a flash either. It's kind of a big mistake there. They're not committing on the mid.
Cat gets a pick early. He's falling back. He's falling back. This.
Oh, he
dies to the molly.
Oh man.
That's a good deep molly out of From.
This is
so fall back.
This is some high level gameplay we were getting here, chat. Gets a pick and then runs through a molly. I mean.
See, whoever's sitting at car long, I think needs to fall back and either help Div for Cat.
Mims. I mean, I wouldn't agree to that. He could just stay here. I think this is not a bad spot. I think he's fine there.
Okay, Div's falling back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Div was
He's
14 HP.
Yeah, he needs to just fall back, not the other way around, I think, which he does.
All right, they're doing 2-2 split mid to B.
This is a great call from the T's. Whoever made this call is cooking. Drone gets picked. He needs to trade that, Flare. You need to trade this. Come on.
Flare needed.
40k doing a really good job playing his life. 40k just absolutely doing 40k not overcommitting on the swing there.
Flair
playing
really
the time.
needed to swing that.
Yeah, they had such little time that player kind of has to go push up there. But 40K on the opposite side is doing a really good job there.
Isolated 1v1 gunfights there and won both of them.
That was like
Won
the
them
battle
all.
of the two fan favorites in the chat. 40K versus Flair there. And 40K came out on top right there at the end.
Yeah, he did good. Isolated both those
We got
1v1s.
Norwegians with the copy pasta, the 40K fanboy. Let's go. We want to see some rivalries. I guess we've established it. Chat has established the rivalry for us. It's 40K versus Flair. I thought it would be 40K versus Flair. But I guess it's 40K versus Flair. Flair is cooking this game. We From is too.
Jerk gets a pick on config.
That's a by config and no trade, but they're running down. It gets picked. They need to get this second kill. The T's need to trade this out. Oh man, 40K is going nuclear on the cat. Yeah, that.
Flair there again, not peeking off his teammate, kind of playing a little bit too slow. CT's looking It's the boost up here. I think it's a really great boost out of 40. Mimi Sakuma. Give him the off angle, play the bomb.
Hopefully right.
Hey,
And that's GG's.
13-11 first map. Couldn't ask for a better game. Would love to see overtime.
Yeah.
But I think that was a good first match.
All right, chat. Well, let's bring it back to us. And that was a great first game.
Yeah, that was a good first game. Saw a lot
Full
out of
24 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saw good plays out of 40K, out of From, out of Div. A lot of utility and assists out of Babs.
Yeah, Babs. Yeah,
I'd like to see Xert get a little bit more involved though.
for sure.
I feel like his gun skill that we know of didn't really show it there.
Mhm.
He just needs to get into more gunfights. I feel like, and he's gonna start putting up some numbers.
Yeah. Chat, we will go ahead and do bans for the next part of this best of 3, and we will get back to you guys in a couple minutes here. Just give us some time. We will see you guys in a bit.
Yep. Be right back.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that.
All right, chat. We are back and ready to go.
Gonna get started here with Inferno. I think they're ready to start knife round here.
Yes, they should be doing knife round right now. So the maps for map 2 went to Inferno.
T's are all sitting in spawn.
Oh, they might have an AFK. No, they don't. They're this
Extra
is
looks
just strat.
AFK. Extra looks AFK.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he definitely
CT
is.
said, "I don't care. We're going for it,"
Oh, that's unfortunate.
and they win it.
Wait, they won it? What?
T
The 4v5?
T said, "We're protecting our boy. We're not."
That is
gonna
not
let
what I was
that happen."
expecting to see to
All
happen.
right.
there.
Yeah, Jerk said 4v1 easy.
Turks might have cooked. He's got a sticker on the bomb, dude.
Okay.
Sticker
From
caps
goes
the
with a
thing.
pause here.
Well, it looks like we're waiting on Exert to come
Yeah.
back, I believe. And the keys are still not working. 3, 4, 5, 6.
You able to re-keybind the 1 to like
Oh.
6 or something?
I don't know why it's not working though, because when you go to the observer settings, it's not even there.
Spectator
should be here.
scoreboard.
Huh?
You were right where you were just at. Spectator scoreboard. Anything in there? Use number keys. Can you change that to the drop down? Weapon slots.
Spectator / map vote.
Oh, that's just
member
voting, yeah.
selection method. Can you reset it maybe? Only like half of the keys are working. It's weird. Like 2, 5, 6, 8, and 10 or something like that is working. Maybe because you rebound them like on your keyboard or something.
Just
so it's
hit-
not bound anymore.
Hit reset.
I don't want to reset all your settings.
You're right. Don't do that.
Yeah. I'm not messing with- If someone did that to me when I'm playing,
Yeah.
dude, that would take me forever to figure out. I mean, it's happened to me multiple times. But I hate having to reset all my settings. All right, chat, we are going live. So what team is this we have on CT? This was the winning team from last game,
Yep,
correct?
that is team. I think that's team
Mid
Mid
Rats.
Yep.
Wait, so T's won and stayed T side.
They had nobody vote to
Oh.
switch sides. So
Oh, that's what happened. That's mighty unfortunate.
this is what they decided to go with. All 5 of them.
It's that pop flash. All right,
let's
so what's the
see.
play here?
They're going into a stack here. It's a 4-1 stack. They left 40K on A by himself. This is a good read out of the CTs. Babs goes full utility.
4-man stack is crazy.
This is
It's
either
about to be a world of hurt for the T side.
he falls
great
off the
smoke,
boost.
though, actually.
Yep, falls off the boost.
Like great traits out of the T's. 4-man stack, but the smoke blocks off 2 of the players.
There's he
Exer gets
he
another
shot
one.
him in the smoke there. Babs was trying to lurk through and shoot him in the back. Flare with some shaky shots on config. 40K gets
40K
a
with the pick though.
rotate pick.
They need to set up crossfires if they were on the T side here. They do not want to give up any free picks like they just did. Flare does not need to swing out, and he
Yep.
gets immediately picked. No, right with the missed shots too.
Exer-
40K with the retake. Exer in a tough spot, gets the pick on
Exer
the
gets a pick
planner.
on the bomb diffuser. 40K knows he has to push him.
Nice!
Clutch shots out of Exer
Exer.
there. That's what we wanted
That's
to
a
see
great
in the
clutch.
first
That
game.
was a huge throw from the T side,
There
but
we
Exer
go.
was able to make sure that they don't lose the round completely. Wow. That was a big clutch out of Exer to pick the guy on the bomb in half a second with the little jiggle peek.
Yeah.
Big clutch out of Exer. You said you wanted to see more out of him.
I
You
did want
started
to
the
see more
show.
out of Exer. That's the closer right there. That's what we need out of him.
If I don't see a player with at least 400 util damage on CT side for Inferno, I'll have to pick up CS again.
We got to get Warrant
Yeah,
on.
it's guaranteed
Oh,
damage.
hard 5-man push.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Good hold
T's
from T's. This should be
kind
a
of have
wrap.
that control. Okay, there we go.
Here we go.
You know, that last round, what I would have liked to see from the CT side, when they're doing a 4-man stack and they get CT smoked, like, if you're going to commit 4 people towards that site, you should just fly through the CT smoke. You should just commit to the full fight and play with your teammates in a 4v. Because you have 4 people towards that site, you full commit to the fight. You don't back up and like try to rotate through church, because then it's 2 people on site and it's not even a stack at that point.
They turn the stack into nothing.
Exactly. They just wasted the whole
then,
stack.
Yeah, I think Config had rotated back, and then Babs tried to lurk through the smoke and then got shot by Exert on the rotate.
Exactly. I'm gonna turn the audio down just a little bit more, chat. All right, From gets a pick here on the banana take onto Mims. He was alone on banana, I think. I don't know if they were playing together. I don't think they were.
Good utility, though. He's down to 5 HP.
Got a lurk on the other side of the map. Who is this? Exert. Looks like he's the lurker of the day. Babs walking up on the smoke. Very questionable play. Did he get a flash from his teammate? Div does throw a flash from him. Pop flash. Gets one.
Nice.
Almost gets a second.
Almost gets a second. Good turn from From there, though.
That's not a bad play at all from the CTs. They need info. They're down a man. They know they have to make a play to try to come back into the round.
Config in a good spot here. Almost a good spray transfer from Config.
Do they read the player that's pushed up into apps? I don't think they will. 40K with really good timing. This is a good play by him. He hears at least 2, maybe even 3.
Rotate from Banana starting to come down middle as well.
Right, drops in a pit. Good job clearing the angles by 40K. Doesn't want to overcommit. He's waiting for his teammate to get there. He's going to lose his timing, though, so now they're going to be definitely aware of him being here.
Molly's off pit.
Molly misses.
Misses.
That's a great smoke. Whoever just threw that smoke is actually a genius. I think that was from site. That's a great smoke. And they're just going to save off of that. Just one piece of util.
Smoke.
Yeah, that's just a save. Great usage of util there. It's a big switch up from Dust, too, because we saw everyone holding their util for the most part.
Yeah, one smoke there. Prevents the entire 40K push with Div.
And this is...
And they all died.
Whoa, they all died to the bomb, though?
All T's.
They were all the way up in library and still died to the bomb. That's kind of crazy. It must have been planted on the backside of site. I didn't see where the plant was.
Yeah, he planted where I think...
Where From was sitting?
From was sitting.
Yeah, that definitely will kill them. They definitely needed to run sooner. They didn't want to pull a play like... The fallen 1v3 where they run away. What was that, Navi that ran away too early during the major? They were scared. I'd rather die to the bomb than lose a 1v3 like that, so I guess that's fair.
That hurts their eco quite a bit, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That'd actually do a lot of damage. All right, let's see here. CTs need to start stringing some rounds together. Ts did lose all their guns last round, but they're still able to full buy AKs. However, the CTs are on only 2 actual rifles from the people that saved, and then forced MP9s and a Deagle. Doesn't mean that they're out of the round, though, but it's going to be a tough spot. Jerk walking up into the stack. He sees the double stack and still re-swings it.
Yeah, doesn't have a swing from Flare, though. Like, they just needed to commit.
Flare, yeah, I would back up if I were you, Flare. That's a tough fight to take. From looking for the timing on Banana while his teammates are fighting towards A.
Exer up in apps. Working a slow pick. He's walking down Boiler. He might find number 5 right here. No, they're falling off. 4 is rotating through CT, going to go to Banana. So he's reading this pretty well.
It looks like they're going to go opt in for a BXQ. We do have Exer still lurking on the other side of the map. Not a bad play.
40K's expecting it.
They've got 5 up.
He's
CT gets smoked off. Smoke gets broken. Great pick by From. Nice
From
flick.
with a 2-piece.
Do they read the guy in new box? Gets the pick. Oh, Flare's trying to put the bomb down. They don't expect it, but they do trade him out. That's a huge take from the Ts, but they're still in a 2v3.
They should have expected that, though.
Or a 3v2, actually. 3 CTs died.
That's a questionable plant there from Flare, because Babs, I believe, smoked the molly out.
Flare's overcommitted on the angle. Right, throws a nade. They know where he's at. Exert's late on this. Oh, can he clutch it up again like pistol round? Lines him up! Lines him up!
Nice, Exert. Jeez.
What are the CTs doing? What is he just standing there? Oh, man.
I know he's trying to block.
This is a hard watch, man.
But
nah. He lines up in front of his teammate on the bomb?
Yeah, they had plenty of time there.
That is ridiculous.
They had plenty of time there.
Oh, man. All right. That's a really bad round from the CTs. I mean, they shouldn't have been able to even retake the site that way because Flare's standing in the open there gets picked. T's win it the way they should, but...
A little bit of overcommitment is causing them to lose some of these rounds, though.
Yeah. I do like that M4 skin. It's pretty clean. Don't know about the huge M80 sticker, but
From gets picked. Nobody near. He was kind of the lurk over there, but CT's.
is it really a lurk if you're pushed up banana by yourself, though?
Well, he's playing by himself.
That's fair.
I do like how the CTs did get aggressive when they had the man advantage on that side of the map, and now they're rotating back over to library to even it out with Div on the op.
It's a great resmoke from the T's. Good spam by config. He's aware of the players that are running through. Is he playing with follow recoil?
It looks like he is. Yep.
What?
Nice pick from Div there.
I didn't know people actually use that.
Yeah. Follow recoil is a little bit troll.
Do you use that?
I do not.
I've never seen anyone actually use that.
There's a
Follow recoil is crazy.
our coach uses it. It's a little bit questionable.
Really? Follow recoil? That's got to be a new gen CS thing. No way. Any old head CS players not touching that, dude. I refuse to believe that.
They did use it in the major though. Twist was using it with
was it his phase
the
member or
MP9.
something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the new tech. Oh yeah, we got someone in the chat that knows ball.
Yep.
Brokey started the trend. That's fair.
Some good util usage here out of the T's, going down banana, taking early control.
Super aggressive by the T's.
Catches Div out.
Eggs are kind of backing
Nice.
up. Flies
Good
through
trades,
the smoke.
trades. Good spam
They
out
got to
of
commit
Mimi
on the
Sakuma.
push, man.
Making him fall back to Coffin here. Forcing him all the way back to church and play off the angle. Good break on the smoke here from 40. Might get us... Ooh, didn't see him there. I think T's needed to get a little bit more out of this, being down on the guns.
This guy has an MP5, or MAC-10, sorry, on the top of the box. Hopefully he doesn't get spotted from CT, because it's a bad angle for the fight. I was literally saying that, yeah. He's going to miss a lot of bullets, because he has a... Not
flare.
again. Not again. Oh my goodness, okay.
Shaky shots. 40K is sitting on the bomb.
He doesn't,
And
yeah.
pros
It's a good
don't
stick.
fake.
It's a great stick by 40K.
And he gets the kill. And the op save. That was a great play out of 40K there. That's kind of a hard one though out of Flare. Like,
Yeah,
you don't expect him to really stick it there in that situation.
for sure.
If you kind of overcommit it, you just die. But good retake out of the CTs there.
Really enjoying this. Nice to catch this going
Early
here.
pick
for
out of
sure.
Div on Flare,
Thank you
peeking
for stopping by.
T stairs.
All right, let's see here.
Questionable peek from him there, knowing they had an op to
Fair.
try to 1-deke middle.
Exert's about to face a double stack in the halls.
Yep.
There's no way.
Yep.
Oh, baits out the shot, though.
Baits the shot.
It's
40
good
didn't
awareness
swing.
by Exert. It's just an eco round from the T side, so it's going to be a tough round for them to win. Already down a man as well.
There's also more movement of the op here. I've seen Div go onto a banana with it. He's peeked mid there. Then he rotated back out, went to apps. Getting more angles than we did in the Dust 2 game out of the op.
True.
See, even here, he rotated the boiler, seeing if he's going to catch him on the
It's a crazy op angle.
push back up the stairs.
It's a little scary, knowing that they have Tech 9s and Deagles.
Yep, Excerpt pushes
Got
up.
40K
gets picked
in the
by
hall with
40.
him. Let's see what's going on in this banana player. He's talked from.
From's on vacation over here.
Div with a
gets another
pick.
pick on Jerk. From gets a 1D though, and gets traded out by Babs.
That's
Ooh.
a great shot from Riot. Wow. Close range of Tech 9 with the one
Now,
tap in the head.
He's gonna take. Oh, I thought he was gonna take the read and just run B with it.
He might be able to bait out 40K and thinking that he rotated through Arch, though.
B player though, pushing back, expecting the full wrap to be here.
40K with good awareness to know that there's only 10 seconds left in the round, so there's no reason for him to overextend on the angle.
And here's the step.
Playing it really well. Great play by 40K.
Yep.
It's good awareness.
Great awareness, great repositioning.
Yes.
Holding the site, being an anchor.
You love to see that. Don't need to overcommit on the chase. Air Force Gaming needs to bring back CS so we can play against Navy. Air Force Gaming does not have a CS team. I didn't know that. Army Esports has a roster right now as well. Introduce CS into Code Bowl.
That would be really cool.
A CS Code Bowl would be crazy.
I
But
would-
Code Bowl is literally Call of Duty
Yeah, Call of
endowment,
Duty
so
endowment.
that's never going to happen. But it's a cool idea.
Maybe
A military tournament for Counter-Strike would be awesome.
we got Extra still lurking outside apps here. I feel like he needs to kind of maybe change up a little bit of the lurk. I feel like that's just always expected.
Fair. I think I'm out of touch. Which version of CS is this? I haven't played in a while. This is CS2, Counter-Strike 2, the newest version of CS.
Came out, what, 2022, 2023?
Something like that.
Updated from CSGO.
Yes. It's basically CSGO with different types of smokes, blowing up HEs. I mean, HEs blow up smokes, and it's a new engine, so the game runs a lot better.
That painting fell into the hallway there on the corner.
It's a little cover up for the person that's
Yeah.
going to swing it. All right, so we got a mid take here. Div is ready on the angle, though. Is Flare going to... Good flash.
Really good flash there. Great.
Wait,
utility
that's a
usage.
great follow-up HE to blow up the smoke, though, off the flash? What is that timing?
Who threw it?
I don't know. Whoever threw that HE is really good at using their util to blow up that smoke to catch the push and get the pick.
Had to have been Config, I think.
I think so. Config with an insane...
Yep.
Wow. That's like a huge round. Like, actually, that was a ridiculous round. He blows up the smoke as his opera on the other side of Arches gets flashed off the angle, gets the pick, lets the smoke reignite, and then waits for the smoke to fade and gets another two-piece from behind the smoke. That's a ridiculous play out of Config.
And Exert here just lurking apps. He really didn't take much space or do much. He should just kind of fall off, play his life here, not die after time.
Yeah.
All right, we're
Inferno
4-4.
Inferno does have a lot of people that like to lurk apps, but I don't think it's something that you could do every single round. He's very predictable, you know what I mean?
It is being very predictable.
Yeah.
I think he's done it every single round.
Yeah, they need to they picked up the pace on B multiple times, so that's not the answer. They need to look for this mid control, which they tried, but they just got shut down. And usually CS players, when they try a strat and they get shut down, they kind of just give up on that. But the answer here is mid control. Like, they need to get mid control here. They just need to keep fighting for that.
CT is fighting for banana right here. I think they're going to throw flashes. They got 3 players over there aggressing. Div with the op, taking the on angle. Doesn't catch the cross there by Jerk.
Wait, look at this. We got 6 T's towards mid. They're going fast mid. This is exactly what they need to do. This is a really good call. 40K here is a lot of players, though. Extra gets to pick up 40K. This is a
That's
huge opening.
pick.
This is exactly what the T's needed to do to break open a round.
But even right there, though, like 40 was expecting Exer to be on those stairs.
For sure.
So he really needs to change up.
Jerk needs to make sure that he does not die for free here. He needs to make himself tradable. If he dies and doesn't get traded, this is going to be a really tough round. Does he get traded? He doesn't.
3
So that
players
just
from
breaks up in the
short.
round immediately.
Chrome with some shots there. It's going to get mollied off of Pit. That's a really good smoke to block off the Pit player.
Oh, man.
This is a great retake from the CTs.
You can see it from a mile away.
Exert last alive.
Oh, wait. Exer gets 2.
two-piece, gets
Wait a
2.
second.
Playing his
They're
life
not touching
here.
the bomb. Does he get the kill on the guy?
Get the spam, get the spam.
Hit the spam. He
Got
gets him.
it.
Oh, my God. Exer saves a round.
Exer.
Wait, that's huge. Oh, my God. Exer is literally saving his team. 4K. Almost gets all 5 to save the round.
That's 3 rounds now, I think, Exert has saved for the T's.
Wow. And like I was saying, the guy on truck side who's playing an angle where he's not tradable, and they just get truck side for free. Like, you either commit to that fight or you just give it up. That was a great clutch by Exert, though, to save his team from a poor setup on the anti retake.
Div and early pick on config middle.
Exert again going towards.
Yeah.
Oh, they're looking for him though. Div just shot his op though for some reason. Maybe just pre-firing the angle. Doesn't see Exert. So
They're
good on
falling
Exert
back,
to not
though. Great
overcommit.
aggression up short though. Who's that
Yeah.
pushing up short? Number
Gets
6.
it. There we go. Flare.
Flare by himself
Good
here.
timing.
Untradeable though. If he loses this to the op.
It's a good molly by 40K. I wonder if they heard him walk up or
They
if he's
had to
actually
have.
just aware of that.
Ooh.
Ooh, they don't see each other. With the molly too, they're probably not expecting him to be this close.
Exert's also falling. Not even.
Nice pick
Great
by
pick.
Flare. And chat, that's the rivalry we were talking about. Flare and
Nice.
40K, and Flare pips
Now
up with
the
the
bomb
sight.
should just pull back here. He has full
Wait,
sight control. They're just
yeah?
going into 2 players on
Uh-oh.
CT.
Oh, no. What are we doing?
Jerk loses bomb.
Okay,
They
From
traded
will
out.
take care of it.
Yep.
Wow, that's a great round by Flair. He hits the first pick from top mid. And then just rips open the A site. Gets the 2 players of pit by taking the timing. It's probably because Exer calls out the 2 people pushed up in apps. So he just takes his timing. That's really, really good play actually out of Flair to know, to have the awareness to take that timing up lane. Just a great play overall.
All right, we got 2 people peeking out middle. Looks like they threw some utility down.
Not a bad
Mimi's
default setup from the T's. 1-3-1 with From B, Exer A.
Mimi's the Kuma playing sandbags here. Looks like Babs is trying to bait out some shots while he pushes up.
Is Mimi's gonna overcommit on the angle?
Great
Does,
swing.
but From does not get the shots down. Gets picked for
They get
free.
2-piece down banana.
Oh no.
And they get a pick on site. Mimi's the Kuma with the op now.
Exer gets the pick on the A though.
Div playing the off angle, gets a kill on Jerk.
It's an
Exer gets
overswing from
the
Div.
kill.
He
Does he
plays light
expect
there.
to play up through mid quick after the banana? Flashes him off the angle.
What in the
Question.
world am I watching?
Does he
There's no way you read the
no.
guy apps, yeah. A lot of sloppy Counter-Strike today.
He's very, very sloppy there. But 5-6 right now. Let's see if they can tie it up to go into the half.
Oh man, Exer is on a heater right now. 16-6.
I want to see Jerk pick it up a little bit more. He was doing a lot last map.
Yeah.
Kind of 1-10 right now. Maybe Inferno is not one of his better maps.
Maybe he just
but,
doesn't have to do anything because Exer's doing it all.
I mean, Exer's kind of cleaning up
Yeah.
the rounds to save them, or this would have got out of hand.
It's a great nade from From. Takes 48 health off of the CT player on Banana. Really good util usage. And he just gets to sit here for free. He takes 7 points to hit damage.
Yep.
The molly and stuff are so late on the CT take. I guess they're playing like a retake type of style. But they're not flushing out From properly.
Div's hard challenge the angle here. And he gets the pick on From.
It's a good pick. Just reposition off
They
of the
got
off
4
angle.
T's already up short, though. Exer takes control of pit. Looks like Flair might get the bomb down. Config might get a pick here. Flair with... I don't know if that molly...
I don't think they know that he's already up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy.
Nice hold from Exert there to help Flair out.
Flair needs to make sure that he doesn't die from truck side. Gets picked anyways.
Flair jumping there.
Exert got his cover. Riot in sight. Needs to stay
Riot
alive.
needs to stay tucked. He
Yes.
just needs to not peek anything. Play a crossfire. Exert should be holding the crack for... Yep. Headshot from him on Div. Takes out the op. They know he's sitting moto. And Babs almost has no chance to win this. And he put down.
Great round out of the
7-5.
T's. That was a huge call. I'm assuming From called that. He went Banana by himself and then told
Yep.
them to take A off of his contact. It was a
Especially with as
perfect
much
round.
utility was used, he probably kind of figured there was 2 or 3 over there.
Yep. That was a great call.
That was a great T-half for
Yeah.
kind of a CT-sided map.
Yep. Agreed. And that T team, so now the CTs currently, this is Geedunk, right, versus Midrats. Midrats
Yes.
won the first map. So Geedunk are up 2 rounds on against the Midrats. And we might be able to see a map 3 if Geedunk can take this.
Looks like they're starting 3 players A. No aggression up banana from T side. Looks like they're just going to kind of run straight up middle. Early pick by Flair on Div through the smoke.
P250 on CT side.
Traded out. Mimi Sakuma kind of split in arch side, but holding. Not sure if he gets cleared here. He should by Riot. Gets put down by Mimi Sakuma.
Man.
He's a pistol warrior. We got From here on a slow rotate from B. Not much he can do here. Gets dinked. Great pistol run on a Mimi Sakuma, though. A lot of damage. Took some space. Gets hit by 1 damage.
1 health. Wow. He must have shot him through every single wall on the map.
I've never seen that.
2 health and he takes 1 hit of damage. Tough round. Flair starts out with a pick and then it just kind of falls all downhill once the Glocks kind of rush over. They just run over the guys in A. Happens.
Looks like they're putting up some MAC 10s here. Might be a B rush. out of the T's.
What do you think about the P250 pistol round on CT side?
Questionable, unless you're dropping it at somebody with armor and you're using utility and you're trying to support them to get some picks. Looks like they're doing the Astralis stack here.
No.
This is definitely a From call. But looks like
Whoa. Is that normal? Is that his actual view model?
that's a wild view model. Looks like
Is that
they're-
even possible, or is that a glitch?
No,
No, that's
okay.
not possible.
It's-
Okay, I was about
it was
to say.
the camera angle.
Yeah, I was
Looks
gonna
like they're
say.
walking into the stack though. I think if the CTs get 2 or 3 kills here, but if they get 2 or 3 kills, they're gonna
Let's
have
look
Bob
at it
down.
from the T POV. Let's see what he's about to swing into.
Jerk's kind of out wide by himself, but I don't think he clears this. Like he does.
Oh, he spots all of them. He just takes them shots.
Config 3 headshots.
Rips them. He literally rips their heads. Bro.
And they know it's a stack, so now they're just gonna sprint straight down, get to A.
man.
Div walks out of apps, gets full control, and not much Flare can do here. Might get a 1 dig though.
That's so crazy that he jiggles the angle like
Nope.
on the first guy on the outer, right? Instead of just full committing on a wide swing there.
I mean, that's good.
He's so aware.
Good awareness, yeah.
Yeah, that's really aware.
I don't think the Astralis stack works these years. That might be a 7-year ago strat.
Sometimes it works. Nuke AC on the outside.
That's true.
You can get some freebies with the USP. It's impossible for them to hit you in the head. You got 50 people looking at you.
Flare swinging middle, hard challenging right now. Gets smoked off.
So we're about to get some contact on Banana.
Some good utility usage, but T's are taking control. I think Jerk just needs to back up here.
Great trade. Great trade. Does he commit to taking the site? They get 2 picks. I don't know if he thinks there's a third. Looks like he's aware of it. There could be a potential.
Oh, 2 might have
Wait
heard
a
the
second.
bomb drop,
Yeah.
and he could calm that, but it doesn't look like... Oh, it looks like he did, because Flare's turning back around and coming back over
If
here
he
to
takes
site.
a swing, then he can get a free pick here. Okay.
Big pick on Babs, kind of even the numbers back out. He should know that they're kind of rotating back out. Riot still sitting short on A, though. Looks like Xrd and Flare kind of rotating back in through CT. Might be some... Nope, looks like they're not going to overcommit and try to play kills here. I like how the T's are playing this. They got 2 Banana, 1 sitting dark. Xrd does have a smoke, but CTs don't have a kit, so they might just need to pull back and save. Great spam out of config.
Whoa.
Config just
He's
out here
locked
putting
in
people
today.
down.
Yeah, he's like actually locked in right now.
All right, well, it was 7-5 at half. 3 straight rounds from T side, puts him in the lead. Babs is buying an op. See if he's gonna take a peek here middle. He should peek middle from the not on top of the steps there, so he doesn't expose his whole body. But he was Akuma first blood on Riot on middle from alt mid. Xrd getting a little aggressive. They got to pick into apps though. Him and Flare. Good control out of the CTs here. They should know that there's not too much there.
Wow, he's very aware.
Jerk playing the angle. Does he get a 1 dig? We need a happy round from 2015.
Yeah.
You know that
The
exact
ace.
clip I'm talking
yeah.
about? Yeah.
The blaze.
From 1 digs 40k through the smoke. Jerk gets sat down by Babs.
Foam actually had a really big timing there on new box, or he could have gotten a pick, make this run a little bit easier.
Flare with the pick on div on new
CTs
box.
might be able to take it away anyways, though.
Babs has to isolate 1v1 fights here. He's just going to get flanked from Church, though, I think, by Flare.
Oh, he's walking into the angle. Xrd gives him the pick.
He's isolating the 1v1 fights. Flare's going to hop up and try to play the... Great spam. Wall bangs him. Oh, very...
Sure.
That's about as good as you can do if you're Babs, though, I feel like. I mean, 20 health. He gets them to isolate 1v1 fights against him. Wall bangs, legs
Fair.
him.
Yeah.
Like, if there was any damage done to Flare, he kind of wins that round off the wall bang. Not sure if you should go for the wall bang there in that situation or
Yeah.
kind of walk the angle on him.
I mean, if he was crouched, he would have headshot him straight to the box. That's not a bad shot.
Double op setup coming from the CTs here.
T-Buy is looking rough.
Looks like they're going to push for alt mid. Flare's going to swing and peek mid here on 40k. Does he... Nope, he falls back off. Riot's going to peek it from the other side, though, for the alt mid peek.
Good shot by Flare.
Babs, though, again, getting damage in. He dinked him. 14 health. Jerkin from decent control of banana here. 2 ops to hold A site. 2 missed op shots. 40k sits down Flare. Riot has to fall back. Gets a pick on 40k though. Could wallbang that box if he wanted to try to get some damage in. Div's gonna swing the angle. No shot out of Riot. From knows that you can wallbang that. Picks up the op. Playing gun roulette now. Has a smoke and a kit. Could make this work.
Oh,
And from
4 HP
knows
for
he's
Mimis.
weak.
He's got a kit, though. He has to stick it. Does he win it?
Oh, this is gonna be close.
Doesn't
Point
get
8.
it. That was a great try from though.
Yeah. That was a great save round out of the T's, though. They forced up.
Yeah, that was a huge round from the T side.
CT's brought 2 ops into that, but played them both on A. Can't really defend the site too well when you just have 2 ops, though, on the
Yeah.
same site.
Yeah, especially on A.
I don't think they had a lot of utility going to that either.
Wonder what the reason was for the double op setup. They must have picked it up, I think.
Flare with the only full buy on his team. Playing a hard chow on mid here. Gets a first blood on Mimis the Kuma. See if he can maybe get another on Div. Looks like he's going to fall back to short, though. They are aggressing down banana here. Great flash. 40k swings it. Gets picked by Frome. Div with a
Good
2-piece
suit.
spray down, though. I think if your CTs... you do have a kid on Flare. I feel like if you don't get any early picks here, you kind of need to save some rifles here going into the next round.
Yeah, I would agree.
Xer is working up banana here. Might get into a fight on the guy sitting down water. Trade 2-piece out of them. Config last one sitting dark. Gets traded out. And they have a kit to defuse the bomb. That's a great retake out of the CTs.
Huge retake. Shinji in the chat. Man, I really want to play. Should have tried out.
Yep.
You had your chance.
T-side economy kind of broken here. They should save here. Maybe do a light buy down. Looks like maybe Sakuma's full buying
Mac
down.
10 is crazy. Mac 10 head armor?
He sold it back.
Yeah, refund that. I mean, even 1300 is crazy. $1,900 loss bonus. That's too much. Too much. He spent way too much.
Smoke out a riot to prevent any mid-push rush here. Even though there's nothing banana, looks like Jerk's gonna help util for From here. They were just dropping utility for each other. Some good team play. Let's see. Who's 5? Is Xer going to expect this full rush out of apps here?
Great spray.
Great
Gets 2.
two-piece.
Right. It's a big pick from Div, actually,
Div,
on the
yep.
lane player. Good on 2 to not overcommit on the retake and wait for his teammates to rotate in.
We got From and Jerk both have kits. Riot has no kit on him.
Div with a 3rd. He might be going for an ace here.
We gotta stay.
He
with
hears the guy. He heard the guy library too. He's stepping a lot in arch. Riot walks up. Riot gets spotted by the guy Pit. Div knows where both players are. Does he hit the shots? Div gets a second. Div
Div with the
pick!
ace.
What an ace! Wow. And that's off of the eco round,
That was
right?
an eco. That was an eco. They had pistols going into that.
That is a ridiculous round out of Div.
Got the AK off of Xer coming out of Palace. Cleaned up everybody.
All right, let's see here. Lots of util going down on Banana. Ts are getting a lot of map control towards Banana, though. CTs are still committed on the top Banana. Do they have a flash? From does have a flash, so they might try to retake.
Great flash out of From there. See nothing. Saw utility being thrown, though. Here's them pushing up. Div with the early aggression gets traded out. Config coming up to trade the kill on Jerk.
If he can get one more, it'll be huge for the CTs.
Yep.
He's in a tough spot with MP9,
Yeah.
though. That's going to be a hard fight to win. Config trades him out.
Early rotates. Riot a little late on the rotate with the op, though.
Whoa.
Ooh, Flare
Okay,
just
that's a bit of overcommit.
swings.
He's got no one there to trade him. He needs to wait for his team. The bomb just went down. They got plenty of time for retake.
CTs need to just save these guns. They can't go for this.
Agreed.
They just need to fall back, keep the op, keep an M4, go into the next round with 3 people on a mid buy, because they're going to be down 9 to 11. Good pick by Riot though on Babs. This is an overcommit. If he loses this op, that's not good. Not good. And maybe Zakuma finds Xer and they go into next round completely broke. Flare, instant full buys, sells it back. I feel like T-Side's had a lot of success just going up A. Xer has kind of been their savior here.
Let's see if we can keep
What's
it going.
the round bonus here? Flare buys down to 1,500.
2,900.
He should be
It's
okay.
a full-blown B rush, and there's only one player in the site.
They did a full stack. Div just takes
Oh,
From
man.
out.
What a call. All right, so it's going to be most likely match point unless some crazy heroics come out.
Flare gets
Flare
a
does get a
pick.
pick.
Xert's hanging
Oh,
out.
look at the quality of this tunnel. I've never seen this game on like high res. This thing looks insane, actually. Every CS player just launches the game and turns everything to low.
Everything to low.
So this seeing the map like this is actually kind of crazy.
All right. CT's actually opting to save this time. Looks like they're saving their armor. Going to take the loss bonus so they have ARs for next round.
As a league player, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm extremely invested. Oh yeah, these games have been so close. Really entertaining stuff. All right, let's get a little heat check. We got 22 and 19 on Exert and Flare. Config, Div, 40K, 18, 22, and 16 for their counterparts. From is 15, 20, 10, and 18 for Riot. Jerks on 4 and 19.
How's utility
Mimi's
usage
12
going
and
on?
17. So pretty lopsided on the scoreboard for each player. I remember Warrant said he wanted 400 util damage. He's got
Nobody's
even close. Closest person's 213 on config.
Hasn't been a crazy amount of like hard aggression down Banana though to eat a lot of the nades. Good nade out of config here.
All right, let's see what's going on this app side of the map. Babs holding a flash for nobody, I think. Who was he flashing? This Apps player?
I don't think so, because
He's
he's not.
just holding a flash. Interesting.
Maybe to flash the op off the angle.
He did flash his teammate out. He flashed his teammate out boiler. It didn't work though because the player's not blind. Unfortunate. Div attempting the trade on the guy lane, able to get out with his life, doesn't get picked. Once again, they leave one. Oh no, that's 2 players on B. They're stacked. Yeah, they're boosting. Okay.
Good utility usage here. Makes Riot back up. Config almost gets the pick on Riot though. Another flash to get him off
Great
the angle.
flash.
This is a lot better utility usage than Dust 2.
Yeah. Let's see, config and div.
No.
Oh,
Riot.
oh,
keep the
he
lead.
reads the flash.
Nice
Oh, that's a
flick.
great shot. All right. Don't overcommit on the angle. 25 seconds left in the round. You
You
don't
shot
have to
the
fight
dead body.
this guy.
You know he went arches.
Oh.
Your teammate just shot at him.
Oh, 40K rips From off of the boost. They know there's another player back here because it's a boost. 40K is looking for him.
He's just gonna get
tucked in the
sprayed
smoke.
through.
Taps the bomb, blows the smoke
Yeah.
up. Jerks is looking at the ground. Unfortunate. And that might be
Exert,
game.
you need a.
Exert. Where was Exert during the sword?
Exert's just been lurking here.
Yeah. Might be playing for himself a little too much. He needed to play with his team a little bit more there. That's a big pick on config though. He's not out of the round.
Babs is gonna challenge the angle.
It's a crossfire. He doesn't hold the actual angle. Okay,
And
40K
40K with
rips
the
him
one
up.
tap.
And that's mid-rats again.
Yep,
for the win,
mid-rats.
so that's game.
Midrats wins the first best of 3, 2-0.
All right, chat. Let's bring it back to us. So that was just the first game, correct?
Yes, that was
Now,
the first one.
Or the first set. First
first
best of
set.
3. Mid-rats takes it, and mid-rats, that was team with Div, Machop, 40K, Babs, and Mims.
Yep.
Okay, so mid-rats take the first set. What's the plan for the next one?
I have one player that I think I'm going to swap out for somebody that was also going to participate in the tryout. So
Okay.
we're going to let them into it and see what they can do. Kind of the standout players, though, from those couple games was what? 40K, Flare, Div,
From did well in Dust
Machop.
Yeah,
or,
config.
Config.
Config was definitely a highlight player there.
Those all those guys. Exert had a really highlight game there, like I wanted to see out of him after the first map.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can keep that continuing. I do like Babs though. Babs has kind of been that real support player. He had a lot of assists the first game. Seemed to be, I don't know how many assists he had that game. Can we see?
8.
He had 8 assists. So I mean, he's still putting up 71 ADR in there with his team, trying to support them with utility. So I do like that. But yeah, we're going to be right back. We're going to let them have a little bit of a break to use the bathroom, get some water, do whatever. And then we'll come back with the second best of 3. And then that'll be it.
All right. You guys stick around.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're gonna go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
JHW Bush Warriors, this is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George HW Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George HW Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, You're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
Put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
Put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or
We were muted. Welcome back. We're going to get started here with the second best of three. We changed up some of the teams here, so they should be getting started with the knife round momentarily. Hopefully we can see maybe all three maps, but let's get into some good Counter-Strike here from the guys that we do have.
Yeah, those games were super close, so I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up actually going third. I mean, either that first set could have gone a third.
Yeah, it was really
Was it
close.
like
They just needed to
13-10
close out
both?
little things, and they would have had that third map.
Yeah,
But
it's unfortunate.
yep. All right, we're gonna hop over to the game. They should be going here. Start it up. Warm-up's ending in about 10 seconds, so we had some pretty good timing here.
Oh, so wait, why don't you talk about who'd you swap around?
Let's see. So I moved pretty much everybody. I swapped out 40K, which was one of the kind of the stars of the first best of three. We swapped him in for Bogey, who has been on our Ox team before. So hoping to see some good things out of him out of this best of 3. I moved around Exert off of Frommy's team, moved him over with Div, changed up a little bit of theirs over there to kind of have more support players and the harder riflers separated. So hopefully these will be some pretty balanced teams, and we could see, you know, some more close games with people playing with people they haven't played with so far. All right, so they decided to stay on CT side here. All right. Hoping to see some good things out of Div and Exert and Flare. Hoping to see Jerk kind of pick back up. Had a little bit of a rough second map there, but he had a decent first map, so I want to see that out of him again.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't paying too much on the gameplay itself. I was focusing on the comms when I was watching, but I'm hoping that they're not starting to tilt just from the consecutive losses.
Yeah. Looks like T's are opting to go for a full stack into apps right now. Oh, they're working under. They're going underpass. They threw some B utility to pull the rotation, which worked on Exert.
They do hear them, though. No one's clearing
And it's
jungle.
a full 5.
Oh,
Nice
shit.
picks out of Exert and good trade from Jerk. Way to have his back. We got Riot sitting
Ooh.
upside Palace here. And that's a clean sweep out of the CTs.
Oh, they got kind of vanished. So who's your MVP for both teams right now? Just
Now that we-
off gunplay.
Based off of gunplay, I think from the T side right now, and probably Div. They've had some really, really clutch gunfights and, you know, kills in certain moments. Definitely pulled back. Div had an ace. Oh yeah, forgot.
I can do that.
You gonna do that part? Let's see. They're working underpass here. Riot with 2 here.
Ooh.
Staying tucked. Doesn't get, you know, traded out by From. From's trying to get the trade kill here. Nice play out of Riot and Window to get 3.
I feel like as a non-CS player, you're used to seeing a lot more util get thrown. Windows normally smoked if you're trying to go through mid.
Mm-hmm.
Something there, right?
That was a save round.
Ah, okay.
Well, actually, no, they did force onto it.
Or now.
But they did kind of the same play and went underneath underpass for 2 rounds in a row.
Third time's the charm, though, right?
Third time's the charm. They left bomb and spawn. Not ideal. Looks like Babs is rotating back to pick it up. Oh. Config top mid here. Gets the 1 dig on Div. Great pick out of him. Tried to do more. Gets traded out by Flare. Exert gets 2 coming out of T-ramp. Flare swings out, kills him Apex. And looks like we just have Bogey over here in apps. I don't know why they're not working. It wasn't working a little bit with Newton as well. Actually, I want to stick here with Bogey. See if we maybe get a 1 dig out of him. He's the newcomer into the group here and try to see what he can do.
Can you 1 dig in CS?
Yes.
Is it infinite range?
Not infinite range.
But they could have a helmet, though.
I don't know. I know I 1 digged a guy last night from Triple over there for 86 in this exact spot.
I don't think you're lying to me.
Div looking like the strongest shooter CT side, and honestly, Config, Bogey, looking like the biggest gunplay star right now.
Not infinite. Yeah, I was
Bogey just started playing, so.
Bogey like the One Piece character? Is there a One Piece character named Bogey?
I don't know. Triple the cat with the helmet is 90-ish. Yeah. All right, we got Riot here. Where's he at? Riot here with the op. Let's see if he swings middle. Instant window smoke. Config flashed off. Gets the shot through the smoke. What a shot out of him. Riot's going to pop flash. Oh, breaking it, but he's going to take some damage off of that. Not the lineup to get the no damage here. We got Exert watching for the lurk out on Mimi's the Kuma, but he's not committing yet.
Oh, third time the charm.
Div flashing middle, but a nice cat smoke here blocks that swing.
You won't guess where this guy is swinging out from.
Bogey. Bogey gets one from underpass, traded out by Div. Riot with another kill through the smoke. On Mimi's the Kuma that was working out a palace here. From sitting top mid here. Not much he's going to be able to do, I don't think.
So 1v4. I mean, at this point, you kind of want to either save the AK or just somehow get that op off their hands. They know he's there, though.
Yeah, they know he's there. Riot had all the angle in the world to hold him, but he gave it up. I think Frome's just going to try waiting to see if anybody pushes into him to try to hurt their economy a bit. Mauling top mid.
Yeah, somebody wrapping apps. See if his team has patience to wait for him.
Yep, Div knows. Yep, traded out by Excerpt. All right, CTs go up 4-0. I'd say this is a bit of a CT-sided map, though.
This hard? It feels more like they're just getting like misplays or just bad plays more than just like map advantage. The 2 rounds full sending it through.
Underpass,
yeah, just full sending it with no utos a little.
We got a full buy out of Mimi's the Kuma as the only player with a buy here. Div misses the window jump. A little bit hard. Jumps out middle. Spotted by Bogey.
Good
utility usage here. Now out of the tees. But
nice shots.
Div gets 2 and kind of backs up. Doesn't lose his life.
Right, it's getting real close here.
Div going to throw a flash and he's going to swing middle and see if he can get something else. Gets a third on Bogey. Nice nade out of Jerk, and Div cleans up the 4th for top mid.
Love the eco frags. That's what I want to see.
Eco frag warrior here.
Boost them stats up. Yeah, they just keep forcing. What's going on over there?
Not sure.
Oh, they got a full buy now.
Yep. Yeah, even though Mimi's bought down last round, he's still able to get a Galil off of the loss bonus here. I wanna get here with Frome. Let's see what he's gonna do. He was kind of the star side of his team, that first best of 3. See if we can get something out of him.
They know the ops holding mid.
Yep. Good break on the smoke there. Looking like we might have to get with Flare here. He's gonna get a little over aggressive and might be fighting Config.
Here's the util coming.
Execute starts coming out.
Is that a normal smoke?
Little slow to even be pushing off of this.
So they threw all their flashes, and then they took no angles with the flashes.
They threw all their utility and didn't go out with it.
We do have one more lurking under.
Flare gets one, traded out by Frome.
Up under.
Trades galore. The lurk from Bogey. Out
no,
mid.
no one reacts.
It's a 1v1 with Div coming from Cat. Does he expect it? He does. Loses the gunfight to Jerk.
What I want to know there is Bogey gets that underkill, and then a solid 4 seconds later, the team isn't reacting to him pushing through stairs there. I wonder, the person who gets killed there, is he commenting that Bogey is coming on flank?
Not sure. They should be, but it didn't seem like he was expecting him at all from Connector.
Yeah, he gets 3 there. Max, I'd say, all right, sure, 2, maybe. 3, somebody's not coming. Somebody's not coming or somebody's not reacting. Huge plays on him, though, but I want to say...
Flare just running.
He's just full
giving no respect to the T side here.
I mean, 6-0, you kind of, you know?
Yep. This config, no. I like the smoke from him there. Kind of closes out the angle. Right with the pick out middle. Very aggressive at middle, but...
Oh, God.
Mimi's the Kuma. Walks out, trades him out. Nobody in mid. That's a free op if he...
I feel like at this point you kind of just gotta, you guys just gotta expect there's somebody in under. They've gone under every round.
Flare going for the pick here on Babs. Loses the fight.
That's
a hard one to lose.
Yeah.
We got Xer here setting missiles. Doesn't trade out the kill yet. Smoke comes out to block off stairs. It's kind of a missed stairs and jungle smoke. He's aiming at him through the wall perfectly. What a lineup. Babs is out. Apex looks like they're going to execute A.
He's got a smelling sense on. You can smell him there.
Yep. Config clearing site. Xer doing a great job of hiding here and kind of waiting for Div. Gets a first pick. What a play out of Xer. No aggression from Mimi Zakuma from Khan. Gets the trade kill. Does Xer win this gunfight against the op? Or do the T side get their first round here? Great defensive smoke from Xer here to play off of.
Takes the kill.
Mimi's drops in the sandwich. She's swinging out from sight. Xer's just wasting time. He knows that
where he's running from.
He just needs to waste 5 more seconds and he wins the round.
Oh, wow. Not taking that fight.
And he runs away to save. Nope, he picks back up the op.
I respect the op grab, but
I think a round win there. I think they needed the round win.
Yeah, they needed the round win, 100%. That saving the op there does not do enough for your team. Versus the guy you have trapped on site, you definitely hit him with a nade. He's stuck there.
He saved the op and gave it to Babs. Let's see if Babs can get something started for the T side here.
Op v op. Are they going to peek each other out?
Hard aggression into apps, not being quiet about it at all.
No one's watching it, really.
Config out mid by himself, though. Gonna smoke off. Nope. Window smoke missed. Good utility out of config.
Yeah, that smoke is... I guess, they were expecting it to land, so I guess they gave it up for free either way. They didn't even hold it.
Mimi Sakuma out underpass. I think Xert hears him, though.
Or, honestly, even if he doesn't, at this point, they've gone under every round. Oh, now he definitely hears him.
Heard him miss the window jump.
There's a kangaroo mid.
We might see a pick out of Babs here if he goes back up to try to pick Div. Xert with the first blood out middle. Gets a 2-piece on Frome.
Xert's kind of popping off.
Babs gives up all the space and apps and starts rotating back to top mid. Xert might swing. He doesn't.
Yeah, it looks like these teams might need a little shifting around. This is a...
CT side is really playing defensively here.
They're playing good. They're not over-aggressing. It's for me, as a team leader for Valorant, this is what I love to see. Obviously you have some people taking a little more aggressive angles, but...
Great trade kill out of Babs.
You have the numbers advantage, and your team is not full sending it around the map. That's always a good thing.
Yeah. We got the aggression here from Div, cleaning up Babs from behind. And that op that was saved 2 rounds ago now just really led to nothing.
Nope, didn't do a single thing. I don't know what they were hoping, running apps with it. I don't think they haven't taken any fights to apps to assume somebody's going to take that van fight. They know there's an op mid. They know someone fights sometimes either close A or holds from spawn side. Yep. There's other angles they should have just been taking if they want to get a op pick here.
Yep. Fast flash. It's going to be an A rush here. They dropped an AK down ramp and didn't pick it up.
He sees one drop stairs.
Flare just
nice.
Underhands a nade into sandwich. Gets a spray down on the guy coming out palace, and it is now 9-0.
Man, T-side
really needs to get something. Xert's 13-1. From and Config sitting at 1-9. They really need to get something going.
Well, I think the entire team except for Bogey is basically 1-9 at this point.
Yep.
Something's not clicking for that team.
Their mouse.
Their hands.
Their fingers are not clicking. Fast aggression from Flare out mid here. Misses the shot. No utility to even swing that either. Great shot out of Config. Flare doesn't swing to do a trade off of a scout shot.
No, that's what I hate to see, even if you're winning rounds.
He's been very hesitant to swing to trade.
I think
in all the games.
I think it's probably... Did he have a bad game last game, right? That was a great shot there, though.
Frome's is not allowed to play in the server right now. We got Config here. Gets traded out. Babs. Jerk with the 2Ps. Mimas the Kuma gets 1. Opts for the spray.
Oh.
Gets a nice shot on Flare. Div hops out window. Gets leg from Cat. It's going to be traded out by Div.
Forget the guy on the right. Ooh, T-side needs to take section control of mid. Kind of hectic out into mid right now. You know, T-side needs to take section control of something. I feel like even when they're going A on the few rounds where they tried to rush it, their util isn't... They're not taking the space with the util in an organized way. Like, you know, people are peeking out before jungle is smoked off. People are running into angles without clearing them. You got someone standing on stairs just spraying through and no one's really spraying him back. Just doesn't seem like there's a thought.
Yeah, T-side's just not... I mean, they're just not getting kills. Like,
Yeah.
can't win the game if you're not getting kills. Can't win rounds without getting kills. Config trying to work a pick on the guy. Cat here. Needed to shoot there.
All right, is holding
Riot.
this angle. Oh, did you see him?
Nice shots
Nice.
there,
Good kill.
Config. Way to get a kill. Get an opening pick for you guys. Mimi's the Kuma trying to work up here, Apps, and get a pick. If they get a pick here, they can collapse on the guy Cat and take control of it.
Oh, Div.
Good timing out of
Good
Div to
timing
get that
there.
lurk kill. Babs trying to get the kill on the guy Cat, and they can work up. If they hug the side there, they can work up. But Div's helping to support him here. Flare sitting here on site.
Good patience, not taking too hard of an angle.
Yep. Trying to not overcommit. Doesn't want to lose the site without nothing. Trying to get the support from his Cat teammates. Swings and gets a kill on Config. Babs trying to trade it out. Frome going a little slow.
Oof.
And they collapse. 11-0. This is a flawless half from CTs right now.
Be a flawless hole at this point. All right, your professional opinion. What do you think is what do you think's happening, man? Like what's going on? You know, people who are popping off game 1 and 2 are asleep. 11-0 from a 13-10 finish is kind of crazy.
It is quite a change. The team's changed up quite a bit. I've moved around some people that were, you know, fragging pretty hard. Like Config was having a really good game, getting a lot of openings. But they're just peeking all one at a time.
Out of util too. Yeah.
The team play isn't there right now. Everybody's just, you know, being an individual and not playing as a team. This is very tough to watch.
Yeah, this is painful.
Frome sitting behind smoke here. He's kind of be the one that's got to get his team going. Sitting at 2-11, not the best to kind of keep his team into it at all. Exert with a great off angle. All right, 12-0. If they did it, the other team could do it too.
Yeah, that's technically true.
But they have to play flawless.
Those words are true. Put me in, I can change them, I swear. We need you, Norwegians. Shape them into CS players.
All right, we got 2 full utility buys out of the CTs here. Looking like they're doing a 2-1-2 split. Config playing under Palace. Looking at Div that's sitting in T-ramp right here. Div might try to work out and get something on. Big aggression out of mid.
Just got
From
mid, one
weak
late
from
A.
ladder. He's just going to drop into window. He sees his foot.
Oh
Nice
my
shots out of
lord.
Frome.
There we go, From.
Nice shot out of Babs.
God, that was a crazy
Mimi's
shot.
the Kuma needs to get one. Yep, there we go.
Oh my god.
That's what they need.
Or was that the first half?
Yeah, where were all those shots?
They turned their crosshairs back on. These guys.
From with 2 kills in the pistol round to double his kills in the game.
These guys are crazy. They were playing with no crosshairs. All right, surely they can keep this going. They don't throw an eco around. Give me at least 2.
Div with the top mid smoke, looking like they're going to do an aggression middle here. Bogey with a nade. Gets one.
Just relax. They threw all their nades already.
Yep. Don't over-aggress.
No.
Gets 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it works, but this is such a bad idea.
You see him just standing in chair.
Stop fighting.
Exert.
Man.
No bottom con off the burn off the molly and the trade. Jerk misses his jump going into window. Babs with a good push here. Might find both of them. And he does. Little jump shot.
I mean, they won the round. I'm going to say, honestly, I am a person who does not like people who over-aggress with no support. Could have called somebody over so he can swing again. He's just taking a little, he's just kind of standing in the open spraying for a minute there. But they are on the uptick.
We got a full buy now out of the T sides. Little low on utility. They do have some smokes and flashes, though. We got Exert working middle here. Flare was trying for a fast peek on the B player, but didn't see anything. Div sitting behind a smoke, very close to Config.
Ooh.
I think Config's going to find
Config
it.
gets the timing
They
here.
walked right past each other.
No.
They walk right past each other. They're about to shoulder each other.
Who sees the other one first?
And get shot right in the side.
The timing. The
That timing is crazy. All right, we got a jump on window here. That Jerk missed again, I think. He's sitting on bench. Bogey's going to swing.
They know at least 2 mid.
Yep. Good hold from Mimi Zakuma there for the swing so his bench player doesn't get killed. Flare with the aggression up on Bogey. Gets a nice kill on him. Trying to look for 2. Babs
trade.
gets 1.
Good
Babs
kills.
gets 2. Jerk trades out From. Jerk gets another kill here.
No, you see now this is I say that's the difference from what was happening on the CT and T side. Last half CT wasn't over peaking like that. They were waiting for them to come into sight. Taking that angle, just now you're in 2v2 and they're pretty sure one of the person's there. They're just gonna rotate. It's still winnable for CT side.
Mimi Zakuma could walk up here and catch him on the cross, but he's playing a little bit more passive. They should know that there's nothing happening A with 7 seconds left in the round. Kind of setup are they going to have here? We got Riot full health. Jerk sitting with 14 HP. Both are going to rotate and try to retake here from Market.
This is super winnable.
Shots from Jerk, trying to take the early aggression. I think he's going to... They double mollied out. They know one's cat. They know he's... They just saw his butt. 1 kill out of there. Riot just needs to stay tucked. It is planted for him, though.
Ooh.
It's
Does he
going to
get
be
that?
Oh, and he gets the defuse.
Nice. Huge round
What
at him.
a clutch there. If they could win 1, they can win 12, right?
All right, I'm starting to... You guys are trying to make me hopeful. Don't let me down. You won the buy round. Don't throw it on the eco. Okay, they're hero buying 1. 2? Okay, a Galil and an AK.
Jerk with the hero buy, AK. They're really trying to scrap together one more round to end the game here.
2 AKs they forced up.
They're doing a fast... Nope, they kind of slowed down. They don't want to give any audio cues to the cat player. They might try to walk contact this. Fast out of From up middle here.
They know Riot's
Good play.
there. Do they?
I think they know somebody else is there. Riot walks out. From stayed a little too long, or his teammate really just gave him up.
Yeah, over-aggressing. Now, if he's calming, he's holding that, and his teammate backs up without saying anything. That's unlucky.
It's a good find out of Riot to kind of even the numbers out. We're looking here. Flair might get aggressive here on Mimes the Kuma, but he really needs to play more passive. He has the bomb. If Mimes the Kuma dies here, though, they kind of lose all of sight. They do have Bogey on Cat setting ladder, trying to watch middle, but they have a player pushed up in Palace, and they have one sitting ticket, so really depends if he can find one here. Kill on Mimes. They're jumping out. Bogey gets a little bit of damage on him as he's jumping out. Bogey gets a kill on Jerk. Sees the guy mark it. No op shot taken from Babs, though. Nice nade out of Flair. Flair getting really aggressive. Gets a kill. Config trades it out. 2v1 on Xer, sitting in Palace right now. Or Apps. Bogey gets the kill, and it's a good retake. I do like how Bogey played a little bit more passive there on Cat. Waited for his teammates to kind of rotate in and help him. Got good damage in.
It's just a smart way to play the game.
Yep.
You know, you don't want to take 1v1s unless you have to, or you have some utility you want to throw. You have a teammate you can wait for, call him over to come.
Yeah, he did a good job waiting. Waiting for teammates. Waiting for the help that he needed. T-side, only one with a full utility buy. Actually, they got Flare and Xer with full utility. Fast flash over A. Div's trying to work a pick here quick. Goes through a molly. Sitting Apex. Going to get swung. Backs out. Plays his life. T's do have 3 people out middle.
Yeah, mid's kind of open, aside from Cat.
From throws a nice defensive smoke to prevent the push. Takes a little damage from some utility. Knows there's a guy sitting chair. Riot gets a nice wallbang headshot up through Con. Traded out. From and Bogey. There's 1-1-1 back and forth. I like this play from Config. Takes ramp control, and they don't know that he's there. Really, really gives him good positioning.
Ooh, good swing.
It was a good clear from Xer, though. Like, he was going to clear. He wasn't mindlessly walking into it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just kind of the pain of he kind of has to take the trade-off of full sending it at him.
Mimes the Kuma loses. And a one-tap from Jerk closes out the map.
You know, maybe if they started, maybe they should have started CT side. Maybe that would have been what they needed, because the T side definitely was not working out for them there.
Well, that closes out the first map in the second best of 3. We're going to go to a couple-minute break, get the next maps going. I might move a couple people around to try to get some closer matches going again like we did the first series.
Might need to, yeah. If the next game goes anywhere like the first one, it'll be another, 6 minutes, 7 minutes?
6, 7 minutes. We'll be closed up out of here. But, all right, we'll be back a few minutes, and then we'll get the next match going.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
Put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media post, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water. Something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, You're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
You're not an advertiser, you're not trying to sell an idea, you're trying to educate and inform. You want to make sure your side is represented and you have a strong Navy voice within that story.
Good morning, George H.W. Bush Warriors. This is the Big XO. Happy top of the morning to everyone. We need to focus on cleanliness, CSMP, and quals.
Journalism, photojournalism, videography, multimedia, and graphic design. I wasn't going to join the Navy without the MC rating.
Guys, good morning. What's going on? Social media posts, how are we tracking on that for today?
I put a couple of them up already. One was a stage post.
We're here to focus mainly on the crew, but also families via our social media channels and things like that. The ship is always moving through the water, something's always happening. We know that there's about 2,500 people on board, and that's 2,500 different stories. So we try to highlight that story. You never just know where you're going to go next. My goal for them is to empower them to go out and find those stories so that they want to tell these compelling aspects of the Navy.
I could have followed, but I was different.
It's a very fun and it's a very dynamic job.
We would have military members from other countries, or we had the Prime Minister of Israel come on board, so we had some pretty big events. The cruise booked. I did all of the artwork and design elements.
All right, we are back. We're gonna be getting here into the second map of the last best of three. I traded one player around, so we'll see if it'll kind of even out the teams here a bit.
Hopefully it will, because I don't think I can
do another 13-4 or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
my soul hurts from watching that. God, man, I know they are dying right now.
That was kind of a rough game. They could not get anything going at all. They weren't getting kills. They weren't getting trades. They were missing utility. But hopefully here we're going to be getting into Nuke. Nuke was what it got banned down to. So let's get into it and see how that one goes. I also messed up. I got to click game first. All right, here we go. All right. Looks like Div's team over here is one knife round. There we go.
Let's see if these are working now. Oh, they are. Okay.
Nice.
Whoa. It's weird because some of them
one
will
doesn't
work.
work. Yeah, for some reason.
1
I
and
don't know
4.
why. Yeah, I don't know why.
Strange. Does it work on your side?
Nope.
I'm like on or off. Can't tell.
We got a fast push here for upper. Bogey's out. Mimizakuma gets a kill on Babs. Config and Flare get the advantage.
Okay, going for the plant, respected.
Quick plant out of the T's here. Jerk is just sitting with 10 HP in heaven. Not gonna really be able to get much here unless he can just get a nice head tap.
Okay.
Executes off the timing here. Frome gets a 1-tap. Riot and a 1v2 here. Does he expect a close angle? Sees the head.
Nice.
Doesn't get it.
Good and bad. All right, good round they won. I'm going to say, man, look, this is too high level of a round for me to see 4 guys on site, 3 guys look at the same angle, all 3 of them look away. Everyone looked away from heaven for a second there.
And they knew that he was there.
Yeah. You know, you check the map for a second, you see someone's holding it, you say, hey, I'm gonna swing a different angle. You know, just feels like they were all just running around like ants for a second there.
We got a full AK buy here out of Flare. See if he can take some control. Babs is just sending it up with the bomb. Everybody's playing inner. Looks like
I love it.
Jerk's already through and trying to see if he can get a lurk at all. Nothing. Riot's gonna sit here in the dark. See if maybe they don't clear him. Confid's pushing up. Quick head tap on him. Jerk gonna be late down on the ramp.
Here's 2 coming ramp. How's he play it?
See if Div can get maybe a head tap here with a P250. Flare gets a kill on Exert. This is a good first 2 rounds out of the T side because this is a very CT sided map.
Okay, well, strong start then.
From gets a kill on Mimi's. Jerk gets the kill on Config actually and gets the Mac 10 and is gonna back out.
Yeah,
Div gets the kill on Bogey, pushing through, trying to trade it out.
Over aggression, man. I'm telling you, it's the desire for those eco frags.
Yeah, that was really good from Jerk and Div because I don't think Frome and Babs get away. Oh, they do.
I mean, even then, they lost.
Depending on where they
lost
it.
2 eco weapons for nothing. So it's good for CT side there. Or is it worth it for Div to live there?
It's not bad that he lives there. He still has economy.
Do you lose money surviving a CT if you lose your own?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought it was like Valorant. Not too util for outside. Are they faking it? Nobody's really taking any space.
Yeah, Div's playing very close here on this. Kind of edging the smoke here, trying to see if he gets anybody walking red. Doesn't see anybody though.
Smoke's gonna fade soon.
Exert with the XM10 kill on Config though. Very aggressive, but pulls out the AK from it. Nobody there to trade.
There should be a fight coming soon outside.
From gets a kill on Div after he gets a kill on Flare. From bounces a smoke, kind of blocks his vision from seeing Secret though. Does he expect Jerk Heaven? Looks like he's trying to clear it. Gets a nice wallbang 1-tap. Now they have to worry about the walk down Secret here, but he's wrapping all the way back. Looks like they might walk here right into Riot.
How good of a clear do they do here? How good of a clear?
We gotta hope that Bogey here waits for Frome and doesn't walk in and just get killed with nobody to trade. Riot with the look
timing,
away.
No.
Gets a nice dink on Bogey and falls and plays his life. He needs to play his life a little bit more here. They're going to run down in full send.
You know, he kind of had to he made a decision there. Yeah. He figured he couldn't make it away before they peaked. He did at least back up a little to kind of slow him down, but that's me, man. I'm taking my knife out and full sprint away.
Exert with a nade. Does he nade dark? Gets a kill on Bogey. Knows that there's a guy upper. Based off the utility throne.
Can you wallbang under that?
You can wallbang under that.
Spraying.
Exert does not have a kit, though, to send this. His teammate needs to be the one that takes it.
Does he have a kit? Oh, he does. Oh, does he have time?
It's going to be a very close defuse, I feel like.
'Cause if he has a kit, he could make it away before they peaked. He did at least back up a little to kind of slow him down, but that's me, man. I'm taking my knife out and full sprint away. He's
Nope,
got
not
it.
as close as I
Nice.
thought. Not as close as I thought. Yeah, Exert there can't. I don't think he can go for that diffuse. He doesn't have a kit. He had the smoke and utility.
Yeah, there's not much. I feel like tapping it's fine just to throw him off, but at that point, just swing the smoke or smoke off the door
Yeah, you
so they
kinda
can't
just,
see where they're spraying from.
Yeah, you just need to bait out. Try to figure out where. I believe it was Frome was at.
It worked out only because after he got the pick on Exert, he tried to reposition to the other side in the open, and he kind of got picked off. I think if he stayed tucked there, just with how little time the guy had left, they would have won the round.
Looks like everybody's slowing down now, which is good. Make them force out utility.
He's got a shotgun again.
Exert's a demon with the shotgun. Babs gets a first kill on Mimi's the Kuma. Div is watching for that mini drop, trying to get into there.
Babs
from
is another kill. Babs kills
Heaven.
Exert there.
Jerk not really seeing much. This is the exact
Ooh,
angle Div
doesn't
has
clear
been
C2.
wanting. Gets a nice two-piece. Gonna get swing from Flare from Mini. Doesn't see him initially. Gets killed from Flare. Flare with 1 HP.
No, you know.
Jerk gets a collat and a one-tap with the scout.
You hate to see it.
Flare was on 1 HP and gets
Collatted.
wallbang collatted through his teammate by a USP shot.
No,
It's actually kind of crazy.
Wasn't it?
No, the first two
Was the
kills
USP?
was a USP.
Oh, God.
Which is crazy. He swung it with a USP and not the scout.
I thought he scouted them.
All right, we got Jerk here. We're going to stick with him since he was kind of the highlight of that last round with a 3-piece to clutch it up. Nice little
fast
spray
per
down
se here.
here.
Oh, God.
Exert with a good utility gets a kill on Frome after Jerk kind of weakened him up a little bit. Babs is outside Squeaky Door, sitting next to Vent, getting shot from Heaven.
Sees his head. Those are there.
Flare gets down with the bomb.
Ooh,
I don't
bad
think there's anybody
kill.
here that can prevent the plant. Yep, he gets the bomb plant. That's pretty much what
Worth.
they needed. Some decent damage there.
4% left.
That was still good though. He got down, got
Oh,
the
yeah.
bomb plant. That's
That's yeah,
Got them
that's
the
what I
money
like
they
to see.
needed.
That's not a KDA player. He really
Yeah.
just full senses to go plant the bomb.
Config the only one without full utility though. Or full money to have a full buy and utility. So he bought down a little bit too much last round.
Surprised they're not dropping a gun for Riot and just upgrading to op here. It does have 6,700.
Yeah, he has been pretty much using the op the first couple maps. Frome gonna be hopping up top Marshmallow here. See if he can work a pick anywhere. Lot of aggression on A site. Div walking up through Trophy. Not a favorable gunfight for Config there. Right in the same angle as he was before. Nose to drop. Good drop here. Staying a little bit too long. Gonna be taken out. Giving up full ramp control.
No skin? What is this?
All right, he's a default. Molly's out. Sitting low HP though. 3 of them are low HP.
Yeah, this is still a losable round. Okay, as long as they don't over ego.
Mimi's the Kuma and Exert are already opting to save. He already dropped all the way back into T-spawn. Exert's already back, or
They have
yeah,
2K.
and CT.
They know they're gonna have at least 4 or 5K next round. Honestly, I'm sending it. Enemy team's broke. I want to kill at least 3 of them, then they can't full buy next. And we know they're low.
Might get Frome here on the rotate out. Definitely saw his head. Good clear from Frome. Definitely knows he's going to be sitting here. Oh,
Doesn't
Flare
get the
takes
trade,
out Mimi's
but-
Kuma, but also kills Config.
It's more worth it for CT side here. They're still able to full buy. I think Jerk can drop one of them.
Config's going to be a little low.
Oh, now they buy the op.
Yep. Jerk was saving for that op. We got Exert also on the XM.
I respect it. Listen, I love a good shotgun.
Hey, XM, it does damage. Looks like From's trying to coordinate an outside push here. Let's see if Jerk can get a pick once the smoke wall pops up. They are doing a good job of waiting for those smokes to pop here. Seems like it's only Bogey and From. Don't know if that's coordinated that way or...
Oh.
Nice shot out of Jerk on From. Another smoke to smoke out garage. That's 3 smokes they've used this round so far and haven't taken much space off of it at all. Flare looking to see if Exert's going to push down through Hut here. Jerk with another kill with the op on Bogey. Config now working his way outside, trying to see if he can do anything. Might get peeking the op dry.
Gotta say, there's one thing that grinds my gears. It's honestly...
Nice shot out of Config.
It's not that you can never win the fight. It's just never a good fight. Except swinging op, you know?
Yep.
It's just not... Can you win it? Yeah. Should you swing it? Probably not.
Probably not.
They lose 3 to their outside after they see the op.
Yeah, they had a lot of smoke utility used to take outside control and try to get down into secret, but they just threw the utility and then did nothing with it. This is probably going to be a ramp rush. Let's see if Riot can hold them. Actually, no, they're gonna opt to run out A quick.
Oh, they are out.
Exer gets caught with his utility in his hand.
Yeah, it's a good rush.
Bogey's dropping down from Mini. Sees Div just out in the open. Whiffs some shots.
Oh, no.
The art of whiffing. Riot's just going to run out and take the fight himself.
Holy, the Deagle is so bad in this game.
It used to be so good and go. Riot gets a kill. Bogey trying to get a kill. Not finding the head at all.
You gotta hop on Valorant, man. Trust me. Those shots would have landed. You'd have been feeling nice.
Except for
I don't even know if he hit him.
145 with a Sheriff.
At least it lands.
Well, no, he didn't hit any of them. Riot still has full health.
Didn't hit any of them? They were on
every
him.
shot.
What?
Missed every shot.
Not the Deagle that's bad. All right, Norwegian, you coming for him?
All right, we got Babs now with an op on T side. This still isn't a bad half from the T side so far. 3 rounds. If they can get a 4th or a 5th.
CT side of the map, it's never bad. Yeah, no, 5-3. They can still get work up at least 2 more rounds, I think, here.
Flare looking to get a kill on Bogey if he can finally make the jump up top.
Oh, come on, no.
He's going to work all that just to get taken out. Jump spots. That's a good jump spot. Gets a lot of information off that. Frome's going to start working up. Jumps down into Mini. Exert should be calming that over to... Looks like he did. Nice shot out of Jerk.
Man, these guys are really just itching to
Flare trades out on Div,
run
though.
at this op.
They do crazy play out of Flare here. Taking a lot of control all by himself.
Ooh.
Mimi Zakuma trades out Flare, though. Jerk gets a kill. Config gets a kill.
Good pick.
1v1 Riot versus Frome. Frome working his way up the vent, though. Gets caught out. He's going to drop a smoke on it and go straight for the defuse. Whiffing everything.
Man.
It's tough to see what that happened.
Painful round to lose. T-Side can pick up the rest of this half. They actually exercise taking yards, top scaling on Marshmallow. I'm not sure what Marshmallow is, but sure.
Top silo.
Oh, yeah. You mean swinging the op on the angle that he's holding?
If they're utilizing the smokes, like they're throwing these smokes from Frome every single round, but they're not taking any space with it. They're just throwing them to throw them.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, it's a waste because CT side isn't even respecting the thought that they could go through them.
Like right here, he threw both these smokes and they all rush down ramp. And they're just...
Yeah.
They're getting picked apart. And like Frome is going to get shotgunned for 84 damage there.
Take it back. Put some respect on that name.
Babs with a nice push through here to get Riot. Now Jerk's stuck in a...
1v3, he's got an op. 2 are basically 10 HP. This is winnable.
It is winnable. I don't know if he's going to go for it. Looks like he is going to go for it.
Well, they heard him drop, but unfortunately, do they look at the other angle?
Sees Bab's head right there. Can't get a pick on it, though. Those yard smokes are fine, but they don't need to throw them immediately, especially if they're not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that he's throwing the smokes. It's bad. It's that there's nothing being done with the smokes.
He's just throwing them every round at the start, and then they're taking no space off of it. It's just,
especially if you immediately show presence with 4 people somewhere else, then there's no point in even throwing the fake smokes.
Because I think Config has been pretty aggressive in Hut, trying to peek the guy up heaven every round. Like, they're not utilizing the utility and actually doing something with it. Because by the time they're rotating back to do something with it, the smokes are already gone, and they don't have enough smokes to retake outside.
Especially at this point, I feel like one of them could just be walking through the smoke through secret or into this was called secret, right?
Secret, yep.
Yeah, like they've never done it. No one's expecting it. The op never checks to see if somebody is actually just slow walking past the smoke.
He said frustrating because he taught From the purpose of the smokes and how to use them literally 3 days ago.
Yeah, you guys need me, man. They need me in their life.
Flare taking gunfights here down ramp. Sees nothing. Op is smoked off credit card here. Looking for the top marshmallow. Exer gets a pick on Babs, though. Getting really aggressive.
Listened a little bit.
No trade from Bogey. Pulls the AK back out. Flare trying to come out squeaky. Does he expect Mimi's Akuma on top here? He does.
Ooh,
Takes the fight. Wins
nice.
it. Traded out by Exert, though. Exert looking back for the Hut. Push.
4v3.
From taken out by Jerk again. Div trying to take a gunfight. Config taken out by Jerk. They're really not
respecting
doing
the op.
much to respect the op or even trying to do anything to prevent him from playing the game.
I mean, they're pretty much stacking A side because he's holding all of outside with just his op.
Bogey slow peeking the op as well. He has 20 HP though.
Ooh.
Takes him out. Exert drops, trying to see the cross.
No.
Taken out from Riot, who pushed through and went to top marshmallow.
All right, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, the easiest way they win, throw the same smokes, just walk through them. Just walk through your own smokes. Don't swing out into the only area the op has to look. They smoke everything outside mid. He looks on top of the tube. They smoke. They swing it.
Because he's not doing anything crazy different. He's just going outside. He's not like playing heaven,
he's just sitting there waiting.
angles.
Yeah, no, he's really just he's in this. He's held this thing every round.
He's double clicking Internet Explorer and taking them out of the game.
Yeah, this guy's probably on TikTok.
Mimi Sakuma trying to break open. He sees the cross there, misses the shot. Flare takes him out. Exert gets 2-piece on Bogey and From. Div cleans up Babs. Exert with a 3-piece on Flare. And Config sitting in a 1v4.
Not seeing the util usage I would like to see out of players at this level. Feel like Hut and Heaven get smoked off, flashes come out, and you guys push at the same time. It just feels like the standard way.
Like they're just
slow taking 1v1s.
Yeah, they're not using the utility to take A. They're not utilizing really the time of the round. Like they're all dead and it's 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
And Exer gets a 4-piece to close out the half, 8-4. Still not a terrible half from T side though.
No, it's not a trouble side, and I get that it's CT side map, but they honestly just played that really bad.
Not sure why Riot left. Oh, he's back.
But hopefully, they can recreate what CT side did on their hold.
Yep. If we want to see a map 3, we got to have this team really take control here. They got to win.
Oh, God.
You got to win 9 rounds.
Do you have to drop, take damage?
No, there's a little
I feel like
a little thing there.
Oh,
that you
here's all of
fall
them.
into.
Come on.
Config gets one. Config Does not get to. Riot Mimi's pick up Config and Flare, though. Riot with a flash. From kills him full blind.
Nice.
Babs gets a kill.
Nice.
From cleans up Jerk. And
All right, there you
that's
go.
a start to the CT side for them.
Good rotates, good trades. Not bad. Keep that going.
Scoreboard check, please. We got Frome sitting top, 13-9 here. Bogey, 5-10. He was kind of their better player last game. He needs to kind of pick it up a little bit. Jerk, with that op, they just kept walking right into him.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if people would slow walk into me while I'm holding an op, I think I would also go 13-1. What was he, 13 and what? 14-8?
14-8, yeah. They did their entire T side, too, without a single utility damage. Take that as a note. Nice shots outside.
A little bit of an over-aggression, but it's fine.
Riot swinging into the bogey here. See, these are where the ecos, I feel like, give confidence some. Like, if you're having a rough game and you get a nice, like, eco 3K, eco 4K, kind of lets you know your gun's actually working.
Maybe, but I also think the same way of it fuels them to keep playing as bad as they are. They don't change their play style, and they just lose more buy rounds.
Yeah.
Because like, eco kills are nice, but what's nicer is having all 5 alive on an eco round, and then you get to just bonus without having to spend any more money. Because at the end of the day, any single kill that T side gets in that bonus round, that eco round, is a huge W for them.
So be some utility out of Mimi's the Kuma here. Does a nice flash on the A.
Oh, it is.
Config gets a kill on Riot though. Flare pulls out the shotgun. Config and Bogey clean up Exert and Div. And this is a solid CT hold here. Mimi's the Kuma, the last one alive. He was the one throwing utility from spawn. Trying to get the flash in for them to take A.
Does have the
From
AK. You don't want to give that up. Oh,
Flare.
no choice.
Flare gets another shotgun kill.
It's about as bad as that round could have went for them.
Flash did not hit anybody on A side either. Not sure if it missed.
I mean, can you flash the inside of A from outside?
If you break the windows, you can. It'll bounce off the top and then drop.
Did anyone
into
break
sight.
a window?
He broke it with the Glock to start the
okay.
round.
So he just missed.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay, aggro hold here from Config. They're pushed up outside.
Bogey getting picked up a little bit. Riot gets a kill. From trades it out. Jerk now has an AK, no armor, smoking a flash.
It's a really risky fight to take out there. I guess they're on a bonus with AK, so it's worth it.
Looks like the CTs are gonna tie the game up here. Yeah, miss flash. You can flash on them. Yeah, I'm not sure if he missed the window or I know he like stepped forward and then stopped and then went back. So I don't know if he like
momentum there.
Just missed it. Very, very tight angle to hold there out of Babs.
Is CS similar to Valorant in that you really should never be just shift walking angles?
Yeah, you should not.
Okay. Okay, well, at least he's pieing out a little bit. It's like he's too lazy to pie.
Jerk finding another kill here. On flare. Bomb is outside though, and From knows it, so. Holding this angle. I don't know if Jerk will clear this. He does not.
Ooh, good angle.
Good 3K from there. Him and Babs secured the round. They got a full buy here. I'm really wondering if one of them are going to get an op going. Maybe Config here?
Take it out. Let's go op.
No op on Nuke.
These guys are boring. Oh, well, Riot's popping the op on T side.
Let's see what Riot does.
Well, they have
get the op going on T side.
Ran at them on CT side a few rounds. Maybe he's hoping they'll just run out in the open. He's just holding the angle.
Missed Molly. A little bit short.
They are going for a bit of an aggro util use here. They're close.
Riot really letting Div take the aggro here. Bogey with a spray down 2 through smoke. Going through Squeaky. Mimi's Akuma trying to work outside here with Div and Riot. Flare sees the head of coming from red. Some missed shots. Not really much going down. Config takes out Div. Mimi's takes out.
Ooh, oh my God. Now, see, this is how you throw. It was a 5v2 right there, wasn't it? 5v3?
It was. I believe so, yeah.
This
Frome really needs to kind of play his life here because they've heard the op shot. He doesn't want to walk peek into it. Did a good job to get out and go heaven. Take himself out. Now he's holding another off angle from Mini. I think Mimi Zakuma is going to peek into him and definitely get taken out here. Yep. Now you got Riot still sitting here red. 35 seconds left. Not much he's really going to do. Looks like Babs is going to slow walk Secret and see if he can maybe get a timing on him. Frome's just playing his life here. Not over peeking on site. Trying to make sure that he doesn't get flanked.
Yeah, his other 3 teammates really need to practice that thought process because that was a huge elo around to just be throwing all those deaths away.
Riot trying to get the bomb down. Babs is going to peek out. Gets the kill.
And luckily they won the round, but dear Lord, that was so much closer than it needed to be.
All right. A little out of Babs there.
Do a scoreboard check. Babs is... Hold on now.
Babs is
Hold on, Babs.
99.
Hold on. Babs, you're barely positive. What are you doing over here?
That did bring him to go positive.
Can't believe I'm seeing this. It's not the 18 and 10 doing it. It's the 9 and 9. What am I watching? All right. Honestly, if CT keeps playing like that, T-side still has a pretty high chance of winning this game.
CT's also decided not to pick up the op. I don't know if just none of them are confident on the op or...
I respect it.
I don't. I'm an opper.
I'm an opper too. But if you really feel like you can't op, don't pick it up.
Babs is going to get taken out here. I can almost guarantee it. He's playing a little too aggressive. He's going to get util dumped and ran at. Jumped out. Trade. He does get 1 kill though.
It's not worth it though.
But gives up full ramp control.
Yeah.
They already smoked out hell.
And
they do have a quick rotate down though.
Same as Valorant on defense side. Getting 1 is not worth your life. You gotta at least get 2.
Flare did get out. Cleans up.
So here we go, Flare.
From gets div. Bogey, for some reason, shooting him in the side, but Flare don't care. Takes out Jerk.
Good round from CT there. See, Flare played that good. He hit on sight. He got a pick, kind of waited, tried to get some time with his teammate, and then swung out together.
That was good.
He didn't just get 1 and then swing again immediately and just give his life up for free.
T-side doesn't have a caller.
Hold tab. T-side should be...
I'm not sure who is calling
I don't know,
on T-side, though. Somebody, if they're not, they need to step up. Somebody needs to step up and, get them coordinated.
CT side would probably be From.
Yep, I definitely From is calling on CT side, trying to coordinate everybody. We got Jerk here trying to take some shots through.
We have a lurk coming up outside. He gets the pick.
Riot takes out From after he takes out Div. Gets the AK, backs up a little bit. Bogey could kind of edge this smoke a little bit and get a kill on Mimi Zakuma and then fall off.
The timing is crazy.
But he loses
timing.
He loses that timing and lets him through.
Does he know? He feels it, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah, he feels it. I want to see what Mimi Zakuma is going to do here. He's going to work up heaven.
Now the call should be...
Babs may not expect this. None of them are expecting it.
Such
Bogey's going to
good
get shot in the side.
No! Trigger discipline.
Nice. Does he expect Babs to walk up behind?
Now is it the counter flank?
Oh, Babs...
Oh, it doesn't... Okay.
Babs rotated all the way out. Has 1 flash to try to retake this. They're going to re-smoke off Mini here. Some good spam out of Riot here.
He flashed himself?
I think he was trying to flash it into Mini there. Not much time. Sees Mimi Zakuma. Nice shots out of Mimi Zakuma. Gets a nice 3K. Caught really good timing there on Bogey from that smoke and Mini to get through and get the heaven.
For sure. It's a good lurk. I will say, listen, if you see someone they're not facing you, swing out a little more. See if you get a second one.
Can we get an admin interference to inquire about this? We can't interfere on them. They got to be the ones that kind of figures it out, and somebody's got to step up if they didn't have a caller. We got fast util outside here.
We do have an op on CT side now, by the way.
Oh, Babs finally picked up an op, playing a little bit aggressive. Nothing going to happen ramp, though. From gets a first pick on Div. Right, trying to jump spot and see if he sees anything close here. Didn't clear his close left, though. Bomb is dropped pretty far back, T-spawn. Nice shots from Mr. Kuma to get from.
Nice. Still a 4v4 here. Okay, CT side, huge pick.
Bogey gets a kill. Xer gets 2, lurking up through there. He's going to walk out squeaky, see if he can find a guy on site. He's clearing pretty decently.
Babs still holding ramp.
Nobody has looked to see if anybody walked through that smoke and hut, though.
Oh.
Riot gets the kill on Flare. Falls back out to vent. Should have heard Xer going to site. I lied. They're same team. Confused myself here. Babs trying to take some wallbang shots. Finding nothing. No luck. Does he expect? Misses the no-scope on the close shot.
I would be honest. I don't think that ramp hold makes sense for the op there.
It's not a bad hold, but playing it as far back as he was.
I feel like at that point that they're even contesting that angle, they're dumping so much util out that...
Well, it's hard to get the angle for as far back as he was without having utility in your hand running out. You kind of have to be out to get the utility back there, so he could have taken a shot and then dropped down into...
It just feels like not as important of an angle to hold as what the op can do outside here.
Babs gets a first blood on Xer. Mimi Zakuma gets a 2-piece, gets traded out by Babs, and Babs is traded out by Jerk. Nice wallbang by Div. Doesn't
do they expect a second?
From missed shot by Div.
Misses, but he also misses.
Does a YY ladder stall and gets pistol down. From easy. Oh, misses his shots on Riot to go down 11-10. CT needs to take these last 3 rounds, or that's going to be the best of 3.
CT-sided map, guys. Come on.
No utility here for Mimi's the Kuma. Bought all the way down. Xer could have bought him a gun and let him get some utility. Decided not to do so. Same as Riot with 6,600.
You know what's a little perturbed for me? I feel like CT's playing a lot more aggressive on CT side than they were on T side.
I agree.
I don't know. It's the same. I see it in Valorant, which is annoying.
Fast take out of
Oh, this is a
Div
great take
here.
by Div.
Div gets a 2-piece.
Great take by Div.
Nothing else to find there. Mimi Zakuma gets a kill outside. Gonna pre-aim heaven. Xer takes out Babs, and From is left in a 1v5.
I've seen him win these. For sure. He's got this. Never mind, he had a deagle.
Div comes alive there to go up
classic at this
12-10.
point. He's better than deagle.
Yeah.
I don't know what that gun is supposed to be doing.
Yeah, Div took so much space there. Like, that's...
Yeah, Div was just full standing against his side. He got 2 picks and he cleared all of it on his own.
That's how they needed to do it on the first half. And
Yeah.
just nobody was taking space. They would throw all the utility and nothing. Mimi's the Kuma's been pretty solid, though. He's been getting a lot of picks while throwing the utility. Jump spotting. Not really a fan of that jump spot. If they had an op somehow.
They just get popped, yeah.
Nice
Oh
clear
my
out of
God.
Div there to kill Bogey. Flare, nowhere.
Flare is not expecting the guy. Oh,
What a shot out of Div. Div is just trying to end this game. From is knocked down to 18 HP. Div's going to drop down.
Nice.
Clean him up.
Good hold.
They're walking out here. Xer gets a wallbang headshot on Babs.
Config could get timing here. Nice.
Nice.
Denies the
timing
plant.
of Config. Yep. Denies the plant. Knows. Xer did walk into trophy.
Oh no, the timing.
All right. Now we got a 1v2 here for From. 18 HP. He's working secret. Riot feels he might be coming from secret. He knows that he
Good one, Tab.
was there. All right. Well, that closes out that game.
Yeah,
Foam
Div
25.
just kind of, those last 3 rounds, Div just said, nah, this game's over.
Yeah, Div just
He just
took
started
that
running
game
at
in
him.
his hand and
He
said,
just started
"We're
running
done."
at him. Ugh. I mean, not bad games. Definitely had some excitement here and there. A lot of misplays, a lot of good plays.
Agreed.
Scale 1 to 10. How satisfying were those?
I really liked the first best of 3 more.
Yeah.
I think the teams were really competing against each other more. They were fragging more.
It felt like it was more of an actual like 5v5 team of people throwing a util and trading each other. Versus
more
every game
coordinated.
after that, it just felt
Yeah.
like they either didn't have the util, didn't use the util properly, didn't trade. Something was missing every game after.
But also, yeah, like the utility usage just wasn't really there the second best of 3. I don't know if they were just heavy relying on 1 or 2 people in those first best of 3s to throw everything, but it just seemed like a lot of missed utility, a lot of utility wasted and not, space taken off of, like a lot of the smokes outside for that first half for the T side. They were just throwing smokes to throw smokes.
Yeah, they were just chucking them.
But
I want to know I would want to know what the mindset was. Was the point to at some point fake it or to maybe lurk? But I mean, at some point you see CT side wasn't respecting it. You either stop throwing them or you actually use them.
yeah, because they were just throwing them, letting them disappear, and then
And then swinging
walking
afterwards.
out.
Yeah.
And they were just getting picked out by Jerk with the op.
Yeah.
But
At that point, they could have honestly probably just walked through the smoke at him in secret. He was never looking.
yeah, because usually those outside smokes to where he was throwing them is you kind of get up close to them and then you walk close to the smoke to get the secret,
Yeah.
and then even the guy from heaven can't see it.
Yeah, you won't. It's it's the whole. You smoke it, so you walk through it,
Yeah.
or so they can't fight you from those angles. But they would throw the smokes, peak water tower, the only angle that the
Yep.
op can look at,
Die,
and
smoke
then
dissipates,
and then someone
die to the
walks
op.
out. Yeah, it's like, okay, are you aim training him?
But that's gonna wrap up our CS2 Aux Tryouts. That was the second best of 3. It was a 2-0-2-0. So we do appreciate all of you guys hanging out, talking in chat. For the guys that are playing, thank you. I am going to go through and do an announcement for the people that I want selected. And I will put that out in Discord with an announcement, either in probably the CS2 tryout announcements, and then let everybody know when we're going to do some interviews. But news will come from me here soon. But do appreciate you guys hanging out, and we will catch you guys later.
Thanks for watching.
Thank